In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Two mentally retarded women strapped with remote control explosive were used as unwitting suicide bombers. Run! It is Pete Rose!
This is where entertainment is going.
You're a drunken pig and you're not sexy. I hope you're killed by a drunk driver that isn't you. I hope you're killed by a drunk driver when you're sober.
They are sick freaks.
What is the biggest piece of you're involved with? I think that's the way to go with this interview, I'm thinking.
This show.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get this show on the road. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Now, it's snowing here in New York City. It might be snowing in your city. I don't know. Yeah. I can tell you this much. All hell is breaking loose outside these studio walls.
Everyone's panicky Pete's.
Yes.
They're all just panicking. No one understands. They lose their minds in this weather and forget everything about driving. All the rules out the window. Here's a simple rule. Stay out of my way. I'm not going to do 80. I'm not going to do 90. Do that on dry pavement. I'm not that crazy. But in weather like this, when the salters have been out and there's snow on the road, believe me, it's treacherous. But you can do 50 miles an hour.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. I was doing 50. I was doing 50.
We almost lost poor Sam this morning.
Jesus, what happened?
I would agree with you, but we almost lost young Sam.
What was Sam driving?
Well, all I know is, let me tell you this much.
Uh-huh.
I got in, Ant's not here, and he called Steve, and he was in a very bad mood because what? There was an accident that you were stuck behind?
Yeah, accidents, salters, and just masses of cars that won't move.
Well, here's the problem. We don't have winter anymore for the most part, so when it does snow, it's the same thing that happens like in Dallas, where they get a little like coating of snow.
Oh, dusting.
Yeah, people just lose their minds. That's what's happening now in New York City because we don't drive in snow anymore. We drive in snow maybe once, maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
And we just don't know how to do it anymore. Hence, all the accidents all over the tri-state area. Anthony pissed off, wanting to kill somebody.
Oh.
And I was in full agreement with you. And I'm with you, man, because I know how to drive in snow because I spent my years in Western New York and Buffalo, New York. So I know how to. Oh my God!
Oh, we were going to go through that again. Yeah. Hi, good morning. What?
So I know how to get around out there.
Mm-hmm.
But poor young Sam.
You must have done something frightening. His hair is standing on end.
Hey, that was my line.
Oh, damn it!
Did I do it before you got in?
Yeah, you must have.
Are you doing an Obama on me? You
bit court.
You plagiarizing ass.
Bit court. Take it to bit court.
See, because Sam is growing his afro out.
Yes.
And we thought that would be very funny to say that your hair is standing up on end because you got scared this morning. But
very scared.
All I know is young Sam was coming in today, and he's on a 3-lane highway.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, he's on the same highway, but he's now facing a truck that's coming right at him.
Yes.
Now, how did that happen?
Well, I'm used to driving in the snow because I went to school in Syracuse.
Uh-huh.
So, but I was in the left lane.
Left lane?
I have a 4-wheel drive Jeep Wrangler.
Very nice.
I was going like probably 40.
Okay, good.
And I start noticing I'm sliding to the left all of a sudden. So,
so what did you do, young Sam?
I kind of moved a little to the left and then tried to go to the right very subtly so I didn't hit the wall.
Did you? What was the first thing you did?
I moved with the car.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you take your foot off the effing accelerator?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Right. How about that?
I didn't put it on the brake, though.
Well, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I say just take your foot off the gas. It usually straightens the car right the F out.
Oh, it didn't.
Okay, and then what happened?
Well, then the car decided, okay, if not left, then we'll go right.
The car decided.
Well, yeah, and so I went a complete 180 into the next lane.
Oh.
Where there was a huge Mack truck.
Yeah.
Driving straight with me, which was next to me while I was driving. So luckily, he saw me, sliding around.
He saw your awful driving habits.
And for that brief one split second, I was looking eye to eye with this guy who was driving the Mack truck, and I just started honking my horn in case there was anyone next to him or in case he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, because that'll help.
Stop driving, everyone, because I'm sliding around.
Don't honk the horn. It uses up energy. Oh, that was
You only get
hysterical.
500 beeps. It said that in the manual.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
Absolutely. We'll get into that in a second because he did drive me in and he was barely using his windshield wipers. And I was thinking of Jimmy yesterday. But anyway.
Setting.
So I just kept turning the wheel, trying to slide more so I wasn't in front of this truck. And luckily, I slid past that lane, past the next lane, and kind of into the side of the road there.
Did you hit anything?
No. Somehow I was untouched and so was the car. And it stalled out completely.
Wow.
But I was able to start it up again. And
you almost had to call mommy or daddy, huh?
Yeah.
Why'd you stall out?
I have no idea.
Because when a car goes like sideways, it decides it has to stall out. I don't.
Was
get it.
E-Rock there with his death camera?
No, that's what I was telling Travis that if E-Rock had been there with me,
you'd have been a goner.
My face would have disappeared because my neck exploded.
Hey, whatever that means.
You know what?
What a dolt.
I think your hair would have saved you.
Yeah, you're like wearing a nice helmet all the time.
You're wearing like an airbag right on your head. Airbag. Just an airbag filled with afro hair. Yeah.
Were you nervous when that was happening?
Not when it was happening, but right after. Like my heart started pounding.
Of course.
Exactly after
hair
it happened.
standing up on end.
Yeah.
Hey!
That's a good one.
That was my joke that Anthony stole.
Bit court.
So Anthony.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with you. But poor young Sam.
Here it is, young Sam. What'd you say, Jeep Wrangler?
Yeah, 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, I know. They're cute with their little short wheelbase and everything. It's very cute.
Thank you.
Were you changing lanes at all?
No.
Okay, you were just driving.
Yeah.
What happened that you're just driving and you start spinning around?
Slick road conditions.
That's very good. He's such a wise ass. I love him.
Well, here's my dilemma.
Yeah.
I'm driving on the Long Island Expressway. Very similar road conditions. A lot of snow, a lot of built-up slush, especially between the lanes on the dotted white lines. Anthony. You can't see. It's kind of piled up with slushy, icy stuff. I'm driving, as you know, my Escalade, my Cadillac Escalade.
Well, you're driving a
which
tank,
is a giant, unnecessarily big, gas-guzzling vehicle that is also four-wheel drive, and I love it. So I was doing 50 in the left lane. And it was good for a while until I get behind cars that can't even drive on wet pavement. Like, your Mustangs and your little foreign cars that a lot of Hispanic gentlemen like to deck out with spoilers, things like that. What a pain in the ass. Get out of the left lane. There's no reason for them to be there. If I want to drive and kill myself, please allow me to do that. But there's no reason for them to be in the left lane.
Well, they decide that the conditions are bad, so they're going to just go 25 miles an hour.
They're slowing everyone down.
In the left lane.
And no one will pass anybody.
I love the people that decide for everybody else. You know what? I can't handle 25 miles.
Yeah.
Driving 25 miles an hour in the snow, so no one else.
So no one else is going to go.
To go a little faster.
Oh, is it infuriating?
I'm with you on that one. Move out of the way.
And dude, they will pace each other because they're afraid to pass.
Yeah.
So they'll stagger to where you can't get past them, but they'll all do the same 25 miles an hour and take up the entire roadway. So now you're just stuck.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, maybe I'll use this on-ramp. I'll just zip on that for a second and get around this trifecta of retards. You got to. They force you to drive more dangerously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you got to make some good moves.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But
I didn't get in until late.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I hate just coming in and popping right on the show? Sit and relax.
How about you take your coat off? That would be nice.
I'm a little chilly.
Oh, so we feel like we're actually like having fun.
But it's a little chilly.
It's not chilly.
Chilly.
It was cold in the office, but it's actually kind of like a sauna in here.
Yeah,
it's actually very, very warm.
It's
getting nice and warm.
Kenny picked me up this morning, and he was using the windshield wipers.
Wow.
Barely. And I was just thinking of Jimmy yesterday at the end of the show. A lot of people didn't hear that rant, but man, was that effing funny. And I saw it for myself. Just a shucka. And it's snowing pretty hard out there.
Kenny's a cheapo who doesn't want to use his windshield wipers.
He doesn't want to wear out the blades.
Which is
he doesn't want to wear out. He doesn't want to wear out his windshield wiper blades.
It's astounding.
So he has
to
figured
me.
it out. He does a little math problem with him and his with him and his tiny little dinosaur brain, and he figures out exactly what he could do with the windshield wipers.
Yeah,
for minimal use.
He doesn't like he doesn't like to just have the windows clean because that takes a lot of uses, and it's like, will you take it off of intermittent? Or at least put it on intermittent. Yeah. He'll just pull it down once.
He actually manually does it, the windshield wiper once, puts it back. Oh, is he the worst?
The worst is that he may at one point, if it's on, what's it called, intermittent?
Yeah.
It may, he would set it on the longest setting anyway, which is like once every 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Goes left, and hangs out for 4 minutes and comes back right. And he'll do it that way because he's probably afraid that, sometimes on intermittent it'll go over a dry thing and he goes,
yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't want to hear that.
Oh, no, who does? But I mean, it happens.
That does 0.1% damage more to the blades.
Yeah, it's going to dull out the blade on me.
These have a 5-year guarantee. I'm getting through 5 years.
Oh, he's
just shucka.
He won't.
And it's snowing pretty good right now, and it's kind of a wet snow where you really need your windshield wiper.
Just put the wipers on.
To do the job.
It's the worst. I got to go to Albany with him.
Oh,
we would have went last night, but we wanted to do radio today.
Well, but now Kenny was in a bit of a panic on the way over because he's like, Jimmy's going to be mad. He's gonna be a mess. He's gonna be like, why didn't we leave last night to beat this snow? So now I'm gonna have to hear it all the way to Albany. You guys are just a comedy team.
But I'm not.
You guys are just a disaster.
You know what? He's right though. The first thing I said to him when I came in,
right?
Is, you know what? I was going to call you last night, but I didn't want to wake you up. I'm like, but I'm not mad.
Yeah,
right. I knew it was going to snow today.
Boy, he's going to be a problem today.
I thought it was just going to be another weatherman lie. So I didn't even think about it until I woke up. I looked out the window and went, oh, geez, this is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And it was.
Well, it was a problem. The other thing, I'm on the way in, I had a short ride, but, God, there was this chick just, stumbling home from the bars. Because we get up the same time. People, the real alcoholics, are just finally deciding that they need to leave the bars.
Sure.
On a Thursday night at 4 a.m. That's smart. Yeah. And they wonder why their career sucked. But anyway, this lady hammered with high heels attempting to cross a 2-lane
that's cute.
Broadway, 2 lanes of Broadway. She fell 3 times while we're waiting at the light.
Oh, wow.
Just got to see something fun.
Kenny's like, she just fell down. I'm like, I know, Kenny, I see. I'm right here with you.
Oh, I also want to address one more thing.
Yeah.
To the idiots that in the Midtown Tunnel. It's not snowing under the East River. Once you get in the tunnel, you can go fast.
It's shell shock.
There were people still driving 5-10 miles an hour in the Midtown Tunnel, and the pavement is dry in there. You're underneath the bedrock of Manhattan under a river. There's no way it's snowing.
They're in shell shock.
I can't take it, though.
Well, people drag snow in, Anthony. Their cars have some snow.
Oh, yes. So the first 50 feet, there might be some snow.
Yeah,
the rest of it. And I looked at my thermometer. Mm-hmm. Once you're in the tunnel, it goes up by 10 degrees.
Just like that?
Instantly. So it's not even below freezing in the tunnel. So the wet road isn't ice. It's just...
But
move!
They heard that there might be some, like a sleet storm in the middle of the tunnel, though.
That might happen,
The
yes.
weather guy was saying just that last night.
You can only hope for one of those tractor trailers to burst into flames in there.
Yeah.
Just see fire shooting out both ends.
Hold on, man. Let's say hi to Talon, the trucker. Talon, what's up?
Good morning there. I guess Kenny there, when he wants to sell a car, wants to be able to sell it with all the original equipment, including the wiper blade.
You know what? You're right. That dope in his tan interior, it's going to be a long...
Yeah.
And I want him to get an eye test. He refuses to go for an eye test.
Yeah,
He's scary to drive with. During the day, he's okay, but at night, he's horrendous.
I'm not good at tests.
I'm going to laugh, because this is how sick I am. I'm going to laugh all day long, because I'm going to just picture you and Kenny driving to Albany, Jimmy, because Jimmy's playing the egg tonight in Albany.
Yep.
And you guys are both going to be miserable. You're going to be scared out of your mind because Kenny can't see. It's going to snow the entire way up to Albany. He's going to be shucka.
Jimmy's line yesterday that killed me was how Kenny was rationing out the rock salt for the driveway. I allotted 48 granules of salt for the driveway. 1, 2, and I pictured Kenny just dropping one at a time on his driveway. Oh, was that so funny? You hammered him.
Because I know it's going to be a long drive, and he won't get his eye test. And it's like driving my grandmother if she was 6'5" and a killer.
Yeah. This is what I got to ask Jimmy now. It's going to be a very long ride in the snow.
Yeah.
But at least you got good company, and you guys will be talking about stuff. What's like a normal conversation between you and Kenny when you're driving long distances?
Oh, man, I can't stop eating. I'm getting fat. It's okay. Treat yourself. Silence for an hour. It's ugly. It's awful. I know what our conversation should be. So aren't you supposed to disintegrate during daylight hours? No, they changed that in the literature. Bella La Chisler.
He heard our rant yesterday.
Cheapy.
He heard our rant yesterday, so when he picked me up, he's like, "You're going to have a nice weekend away, GH." And I'm like, and now I have to be Kenny. Like, it's snowing. It's going to be a tough ride where I'm going as well.
Oh, you're going into the mountains a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Hey, can we get some of that audio of the rant from yesterday? Because it's just way too funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to reenact. Jimmy just went off on Kenny and his cheapness. It's not even cheapness, though, because Kenny will pay... No problem for stuff. But he's weird about it.
Kenny's cheap when it comes to taking care of himself. Like,
yeah,
you're right.
He's not like, if you're out to dinner, Kenny would pick up the tab. He's not a bad friend.
Yeah,
he's just a psychopath with OCD, and he literally he doesn't want to use up things. He's afraid of going without, and like to have those blades not be effective when he needed them, like he doesn't think he needs them now.
Yeah, this is the time you're trying to save them for.
Yeah.
Like, you're saving them all the time for situations like this, so use them now.
Yeah.
No.
He wouldn't use his snow shovel probably because he doesn't want to scruff up the ending. He likes it to be crisp.
Oh.
Let's go to Joe in Texas. Joe, what's up?
Hi, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, Anthony's the kind of driver that gets people killed because he doesn't know how to handle the car when it goes out of control.
Are you kidding me? But that car, my car, it's been on the brink at times, and I know exactly how to recover from any type of skid, my friend. I'm not the type of person that gets people killed. It's the people that are doing 5 miles an hour that get people killed.
You have to control your car, man.
I do! What do you think I got here, sideways?
This ain't an episode of Sweet 16.
Good point, man.
Look at Texas.
Hey, Joe's making a good
Texas,
point.
when you get a dusting of snow and your whole state freaks out, then come and talk to me. When you don't do that, I don't know what I'm saying.
Why don't you just catch the subway next time? Why don't you take the bus?
Attaboy.
Public transportation. Yeah, that's what I'm taking.
Well, because Anthony's a fancy man.
It's not fancy. It
was completely falling apart at the seams.
I like being responsible for my own transportation.
Well, we'll continue to ignore that fact.
No, I'm in good shape.
You got a weird mustache and a soul patch. You're still wearing your coat.
Yeah. Well,
No, you're not falling apart.
Look, I was cold. Why is being cold weird? Now I'm not.
Tell me how hot it is. Seriously. Give me an official temperature. It's not cold in here.
No, it was. Now it's not.
Yeah, here we go.
Temperature changes.
Travis has no problem throwing you under the bus.
No, that'd be 72 degrees.
Okay, that's good.
It's not coat weather.
No, but it was when I came in here.
All right.
I had a chill from the other room, the office. That's 10 feet away and 10 degrees colder.
Probably. I'll give you that. It's probably 50 degrees in the office. All right, we're just getting started. Wow, we got to talk about Steve's birthday. Woo! Wow, the boys went all out.
Hope Steve didn't see this craziness.
All
watch
out.
out.
You know, when people throw a party for somebody, they can only wish that it's this extravagant.
Yes. And well, we'll talk about that after the break. And the animation contest, which is, wow.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. We'll talk about that. Of course, you got the Hillary-Obama debate last night.
Hillary Obama's running? Who's she?
Your worst nightmare.
It's Opie and Anthony. Good morning and welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Oopsie.
The hell? Enough with this song.
Exactly.
It's the third time this morning.
We don't need it anyway. We're back. Our phone number, 877-212-ONA. Very, very busy morning. It's snowing here in New York City, so people are just not happy.
They're losing their minds.
Yeah, don't tune to the news stations. It's going to snow. That's all you need to know. Yep. And it's going to be snowing, all day until 1 this morning. There you go. I did what takes the news over a half hour to do because they have to tease the weather for 25 minutes. Then they finally get to it. It's Steve's birthday, everybody, and
of course it is. How could you not see that?
And Sam, I just want to, I want to congratulate you on the fine decorating.
Commend him.
Yeah, commend you on.
He has done an amazing job.
Thank you. I just wanted to. Make sure we were all celebrating today. It's a big day.
Is it?
We can't even do that right.
What do you mean?
The email went out yesterday that it's Steve's birthday today.
Yeah.
And Sam, of course, had a reply with some sarcastic crap.
What?
Saying,
That's what he does.
Basically, he said something like, it's lucky me, I got the job of decorating the studio for Steve's birthday tomorrow, which is now today.
Yeah.
And all morning as we're in the office, like Steve's trying to get into the studio because he's got stuff to set up for the show. And everyone's like, oh, you can't go in there yet, Steve. So Steve knows something's going on, and he's not stupid.
Yeah.
It's his birthday, right? All that. And so I'm thinking, what?
He's not stupid.
Well, he's not stupid.
What are they doing in there?
What's going on?
So
I'm going to sneak a peek.
So when it was time for us to get into the studio, I'm picturing a display of epic proportions for Steve's birthday.
Well, has Steve seen this yet?
No.
No, he has not seen this yet.
No, it's...
He has not been allowed in the studio, Jimmy. And I'm thinking, wow, the boys must have went all out. I mean, Steve's been with the radio show off and on for 10 years.
I would think huge amounts of balloons.
Oh, yeah.
Rubber balloons, Mylar.
Yeah.
Streamers. Crepe paper.
Sure.
Some crepe paper.
Some breakfast food. Maybe some birthday cake. Maybe bagels with candles in them. Something festive.
Big signs and just a very big party atmosphere.
And the best part is Steve can't go in the studio. And Steve's like all anxious because now he's excited that people are thinking about him. So he's thinking, I can't wait to see what the guys would do for me.
Yep.
To show their appreciation on my fine birthday.
Thank God the people on Pal Talk are able to look in and look behind me and just see how festive all these decorations are. They're all over the place.
Well, boy, is he going to be disappointed. As I look around the studio, first of all, you have to look around a lot just to try to find something that might be...
You have to look in one direction. Anywhere else you look, you don't see anything.
Right, well...
Oh, no, you got...
Well, we got 1, 2, 3... We got 4, 5... We got 5 pointy birthday hats for Steve.
Yay.
We got the worst noisemakers ever that are left over.
1 out of 10 work.
These are left over from New Year's.
My noisemaker has asthma.
I like the little thing. The shuka.
These little sparkly, like little hairs on the end. They're really cute, like a little New Year's Eve thing.
I think there's 3. Oh, there you go.
Don't keep blowing the noisemaker.
Why?
What?
Kenny's going to run in here and go, don't waste it. There's plenty of birthdays that we need this for.
I thought we were going to have to dump out of that line. Jesus.
Wow, I almost
The
passed out
noisemaker.
trying to get noise out of this thing.
I hear this in my head all the time.
Imagine that you're just trying to carry on a conversation.
Yeah. Dude,
When my girlfriend talks, I just see her mouth moving and I hear.
Dude, that's based on my bit.
What bit?
Remember at F.H. Riley's, 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village?
Bit court.
No, he knows it because we were both doing it. But after Jimmy's New Year's Eve show, we went to my brother's fine restaurant, and listeners were coming up, and we all had noisemakers for New Year's, and they were just babbling. I love our listeners. Most of them know that, but I don't love the ones that talk about the same crap over and over again. So they're leaning over the table to talk about the same crap. And actually, they're trying to talk to Jimmy because it was his big night after his big New Year's Eve show.
Yes.
And just as they're leaning in, it's loud in the restaurant to begin with, and they're leaning in to say something to Jimmy. Great.
But it really was loud, and she kept trying to tell me like she enjoyed the show, and he was probably 4 inches from her face. I was actually embarrassed.
And she's thinking I'm just trying to celebrate New Year. She has no idea. I'm just waiting for her to open her mouth every single time. Why can't I do this?
You can't blow so hard.
Anyway, it's a great bit though. Unfortunately, you can only break out this bit during New Year's every year. So,
or a big birthday party like
you
this.
can't just carry a noisemaker around to make the bit happen.
That's silly.
Huh?
I do.
You do?
I want to be on the noises like the noisemaker guy on the news. Like they always have the special interest stories, human interest.
Yeah.
And I'll be the one that brings joy to a small town by blowing my noisemaker all day in the middle of the town square.
Till they kill you.
Yeah. They come to see him blow.
He's the village noisemaker. And he's making noise for the people.
A little boy and his noisemaker.
Yes, I'm 40 years old, standing there in my own waist.
Yeah. So we got the pointy hats. We got some noisemakers. A big celebration for Steve. And then we got a sign that's draped that says "Happy Birthday," but you got to be about 10 feet from it to read it.
Yeah, and there's only one
because it's a bit tiny. We have a huge window here in New York City that overlooks Midtown, and the sign takes up maybe 1/48 of the window.
It's nothing.
It's so tiny you don't even know it says "Happy Birthday."
You can't see it. It gets lost in the window, so you can't even really see it.
And then, of course, because Steve is bisexual, we got a what?
What are you giving him credit for?
Just figured it was the safe way to say homosexual. I mean,
there are some people that, because of our shenanigans and antics on this very program, as far as Steve goes,
right,
actually think Steve is gay.
Yeah, lucky him. He doesn't have to try as hard.
They're just people.
They're all just winking at him.
I've talked to people that actually think Steve is gay.
And he's happy because he's bi, so it works out for everybody.
Likes boys and men.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got what? A blow-up guy doll with a big you-know-what, and there you go. And what is that, a card for Steve?
Yeah, it's a card from the staff. And you also didn't notice that happy birthday sign is a Transformers happy birthday sign.
How can he tell? It's
no,
too
I
tiny.
can't see anything.
There's tiny little Transformers.
So let's bring in Steve. Of course, Steve's not ready to come in because why would he be? That would take some thinking.
I'm uploading to Foundry.
Right. We just talked about it for 20 minutes, and I bet now. All right, here he is.
Upload,
Steve,
scroll.
Happy birthday.
There it is, Steve.
This is what the guys
look it all around. Isn't that something?
This is basically what the guys think of you. This is how important you are in their brains.
Yes, I realize. I was thinking to myself last night, not to make too much of a big deal out of it, but I've had catered breakfasts come in. I've gotten birthday cakes, personalized birthday cakes for these guys, tranny cakes, whatever works for different people's birthday. And I thought,
I got to give it to Steve. He does make sure he does the right thing.
Yeah,
he caters the free breakfast on Fridays every once in a while, and he does take care of these guys, and he takes them out to lunch every once in a while to tell them they're doing a good job. And this is what they do in return for your birthday.
Well, I didn't know it was your birthday, honestly. I didn't know.
No, it's not, what?
The young Sam?
To be fair, there might be some more stuff at the other studio where we didn't have to worry about cleaning up so quickly.
Oh, okay.
As in, get the interns to get to Wayne Reed and get some crap done immediately.
That's exactly what that means.
Right. I'm not stupid, Sam.
Where's Steve's cake?
Yeah, where's his cake?
Well, ice cream cake places aren't open this early yet.
Well, why didn't we get it yesterday? We do have a fridge here.
Because we wanted it to be a super surprise, so it'll be there later.
We can't.
Good recovery, Sam.
A super surprise.
We can't shake Sam.
No.
And did we get him a little gift from the staff?
What do you think that is? It's not free?
It's a card.
It's a blow-up doll.
It's a blow-up doll.
A male. It's not even like a tranny one.
No,
it's a man blow-up doll, anatomically correct, ready for action, and the card is actually resting on it.
It looks like Latka Gravis, the hairdo.
Look, what is with the tongue? Ew, that looks like a clam coming out of
Is
the
the tongue
mouth.
something you guys had to put in, or did that?
No, that's a very special. It's not a cheap blow-up doll. It vibrates. Different parts of it vibrate.
Does it?
You can wear the boa
my
yourself.
abs.
You can take the boa off.
And look, it's got authentic, what they used to call authentic Greek features.
How does it, look, it plugs into something.
How do you use the...
awful. Can you even say the word? The awful.
Let's just say the region is awful.
Yeah, the awful hairdo. Let's just say that.
That oval, it's an oval of hair.
And what is the tongue?
Yeah, what's with the tongue? How do you use that if there's a tongue there like that?
Yeah, it looks like it's got. Well, it's the equivalent of a headphone jack for an iPod.
Yeah,
plugging into its chin.
Okay, so is that just supposed to deliver some type of I don't know, tongue motion?
I guess,
because I don't think you could fit anything else in there with that big tongue taking up all the room.
Sam, did you have to shop for this?
No, well, we sent out Pat Duffy to make sure we found the very best in male dolls. But
how come blow-up dolls always look like they're singing opera?
Only the best male doll for Steve there.
Yeah, really.
That tongue vibrates.
Yeah, let's plug it in and
it
see
does.
it vibrate for Steve.
What do you plug it into?
Yeah, what do you plug it into? That's what I'm not very clear on.
No,
Maybe you do plug it into an iPod.
I have no idea. Pat Duffy would have to find the instructions or figure it out himself.
Maybe you do plug it into an iPod and it moves along with whatever music you're listening
to. With the music. Oh, wouldn't that be sexy? No.
What?
It's got a painted mullet, too.
Yeah, it's just awful. Pat, were you embarrassed to buy this thing?
Yeah, it was the worst store ever.
Wow.
There was buddy booths, and it was terrible.
Oh, yeah, how long were you in there?
How long were you in the buddy booth trying to hide?
Yeah.
I'm just hiding in here for a
this
while.
place is terrible. Hello? Hey, psst.
There's a big battery packet over at the other place that I can go grab it.
We want to light this thing up.
Oh, it's a special battery pack, huh?
I'll go grab it.
God, I hope.
Please.
I hope we all get the news that Steve got electrocuted over the weekend.
His hiney is singed.
Figured out a new way to remove hair.
We thought it came with a gladiator uniform, too, because there was a gladiator on the box.
Oh, but it didn't?
There's no gladiator
False
uniform.
advertising. You want a gladiator.
Did it come with the boa? Or did you have to get the boa?
No, that bow I purchased separately.
Yeah. You had to purchase.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, this wasn't a free party here. This stuff was purchased by me and Travis and E-Rock.
Well, thank you, boys. No wonder everybody thinks I'm gay.
Wow.
I'm getting the feeling that you might be a little disappointed.
No, not at all. I love being thought of.
Because I remember the other day on the air, you said that you were queer and incompetent. So I said, let's theme the party around that.
Really? Well, I can't wait until the incompetence shows up. Wait, I just did.
I can't disagree with Sam. Every party needs a little theme.
Yeah, that's a good theme.
A lot of kid parties out there, and they got to, come up with the theme, and we got your theme today.
This is the queer and incompetent birthday. Thank you so much, Sam.
So the incompetent part is the fact that there's barely any decorations in the studio.
Right.
Because that would be a very incompetent thing to do. God, Sam, you got to answer for everything.
Nothing.
You couldn't get a few effing balloons blown up?
Yeah, a couple of balloons, maybe.
Maybe a couple streamers that we could hang from the stupid ceiling. And then...
Yeah, make it look festive.
Well, I was told there was a birthday. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. The birthday sign you can barely see.
The birthday sign you could barely see.
There's Transformers on that, Steve. Steve loves Transformers.
I do love Transformers.
I bet you do.
That would be a happy...
Transform into a woman.
That happy birthday sign would be hanging at like a dwarf kid's birthday party.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's that small.
There might be some balloons at the other place.
All right. Well,
all right. Send the interns out to Dwayne Reed to get balloons.
While we have you in here, what's going on with the animation contest?
We got a bunch in last night. Some really good ones.
I was watching all of them last night.
Oh, funny stuff.
These guys did a great job. Don't forget to check out Be Kind Rewind starring Jack Black. You name it, we shoot it in theaters today. And the movie's getting very good reviews.
It really is.
Rotten Tomatoes giving it close to 70% positive reviews. That's good news for Jack Black. With that said, they sponsored the animation contest.
Right. They sponsored the animation contest. It looks like they put all of the entries up last night. And there were some really funny ones. Jimmy's glasses was really funny. Anthony's 1950s nuclear reactor bit was really funny. And the name one that you mentioned.
O&A's new names.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's one of my favorites.
Yep.
Although the 50s... What is the 50s?
It's 50s nuclear power, the advantages of nuclear power.
Yes.
With Anthony using the old-time voice.
Right.
That one's really funny, too.
Using a rolling reactor to make a hole in a mountain.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy's bit that they animated of him getting his glasses taken off his head.
By the tranny.
As he's, fishing for trannies.
The
it's
expression.
Really funny.
You with the glasses on.
Really
looks
funny.
So goddamn funny. And then when they get taken off, the expression you're making because you can't see. Like, they have some really talented people doing this animation.
Yeah. And then Bob Kelly as a really fat cartoon character, almost as fat as, like, Cartman.
Everyone's chosen to make Bob Kelly big, giant, fat guy. And he's eating in every single animation. From people that didn't... Right. Talk to each other and go, hey, did you make an eating Bob Kelly?
Yeah, and in his, he's talking about how he saw a werewolf in Iraq, but his character in this animation is just huge. He's just bloated.
Big, fat.
And,
Steve.
What's up?
No, I'm just trying to find this.
Yeah, so the animations are up on ondaradio.com. I think we got to get a winner today. And now I got to tell you, this is why I refuse to listen to program directors.
Ooh.
Until they get somebody that understands how radio shows work, radio show contests work.
Yep.
I will continue to not listen to you people. And I'm talking for the fans now. They are so pissed off that this contest was what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Something like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Which just shows you, like, the people that program don't understand what it takes to get a good animation together.
Yeah.
So people have been scrambling for the last 2 weeks. And
done amazing work.
Yeah, the stuff that came in is absolutely amazing. But when you do an animation contest, it has to go on for at least a month to 2 months. And you would get some amazing stuff.
Great stuff.
And you would get a lot more entries. And that's the problem I had with this contest, because I'm just starting to get into this animation contest.
Yeah.
And I get the email yesterday, we got to pick a winner tomorrow. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me?
Tomorrow? Why?
Give these guys another week or two, and we're going to get even better ones, I'm thinking.
Gold.
So, we're never going to figure this out. I'm convinced. We even mess up an animation contest in the end. We really do, because they're just thinking sales. They're thinking sales.
Yep.
But they also have to think programming, but they don't think programming, because a real programmer would step in there and go, hey, 2 weeks for an animation contest, that's crazy.
I'm amazed that people have come up with such great animations in such a short period of time.
Absolutely.
That one's hysterical, the new names. I really like that one.
It's between O&A's new names, which also is on YouTube, by the way, and getting a lot of views, and 1950s future voice guy.
Yes.
But then Jimmy's glasses is really funny.
That's really good, too.
See, you can't make it exclusive. It's really hard to make this stuff exclusive. What you do, and I was trying to tell people last time, is you let it go on YouTube and stuff, and you have the station name or the show name on it. So
wait, these are exclusive to what?
I'm not saying they are or not. I don't know if they are or not.
As far as I know, and I
know nothing.
And I knew nothing. But right now they're on the K-Rock website, the O&A radio.
And are they gonna get them off YouTube if they end up on YouTube?
Well, so a couple of them have landed on YouTube, and they haven't been taken down yet. So let's hope they can stay up there.
Oh my God! I look forward to maybe I've been doing this since I was 18. Someday, actually meeting a program director I respect. Someday.
Maybe one of these days.
One of these days. He's not a program director, but I respect that Eric Logan over at XM. He gets it.
What an awful picture of me.
Huh?
They got you a little card.
What's the card say,
It's
Steve?
so funny. There's a little picture in it. And
there's a
everything.
picture in it. It says, "Happy birthday, Steve, from your respectful, loyal, and loving staff." And they found a picture of me when I was at broadcasting school in New Jersey, weighing...
Why are you talking gay?
400 pounds.
Wow!
Talking gay,
Yeah.
lips are moving.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow, look at Steve. Put this on the website.
I'm sure Eric already did.
Very cool. Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. Holy S, Fat Bobby Kelly is funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fat Bob Kelly could possibly win this thing too, man. So, I don't know. Who's voting? And we have to come up with a winner today?
Yeah, we got to give a winner today. We all are.
You know what? We should turn around and just do another animation contest that
Right
lasts
away.
a while. Right away.
Back to back.
Get a sponsor, get a few $1,000s, and let's do it the right way, where this goes on for a while.
Emails have already gone out.
We just started talking about this 2 days ago. This is something that slowly develops. It creates a buzz, gives us material for the show.
It also takes the animators a long time to create these things. I mean, the turnaround time for animators is isn't quick to do a really good
How
one.
long
Can
is
take,
it, would you say?
Could do 3 weeks. To do a really good one.
It could be up to a month, Jimmy, easily. Because a lot of these guys, you got to think of the concept first of all. You don't just go, "Oh, I got it." You have to sit with it for a while and think how you're going to animate all the guys and stuff, and what angle you're going to take, and then you got to go to work.
What if the guys at Pixar want to make one? Oh, wow. Well, they got the other projects, maybe. They're going to have to put on the back burner for a couple of weeks and then do the animation for us.
Could we turn around and do this contest right? You think we could do this?
I'm sure we could.
Who do we talk to around here? Do we have anybody that is competent that we could actually talk to?
Yeah, we do.
It's hard. Let me look around. No, not really.
I'm just talking for the listeners because they're bitching, and I don't blame them. You just need more time.
You mean like Cool from California? Kind of bitching?
Oh, they are bitching.
Oh, bitching.
Waves. I got pitted.
Pitted.
You ever see the pitted video?
Slam down.
You ever see the kids talking about being pitted?
No.
Can you get the audio? It's a very famous video. I think Sam will find it.
Of course he will. With
It's just a California
add-on.
dude, and he got crushed by a wave, but he calls it pitted. I got pitted.
Sam wearing that pointy birthday hat, it looks like claymation rocket ship taking off. 'Cause his hair is the fire.
Yeah. You know, Fat Bob Kelly might win this thing because now a lot of people in instant feedback are like, wow, Fat Bob Kelly is really funny.
It's the one where he's with the soldier?
Yeah, I'm just pointing at him. He's just a disgusting mess. He's got his Red Sox sweatshirt on, and he is just bloated in cartoon form. And I'm yelling at him and pointing at him, and he's trying to turn his head to see.
And his whole body has to rock back and forth.
He can't really turn around. It's a great animation.
Oh, it is good.
We got to turn around, Steve, and do this immediately. Okay. Immediately. And you know what? Just start it up. Start it up Monday or Tuesday. We don't even know what the prize is going to be. And
put it out, just say, all right.
Yeah, we can make fun of ourselves. Like, look, we're stupid. We know we didn't do this contest right, so we're doing it again, starting immediately. We'll tell you what the prize is going to be down the road. Just start animating.
Okay.
And we should put up a lot more bits for them to choose from, too.
Why don't I just let them take any bit?
Any bit would be nice, but we should give because they can't find it. Some of these guys can't find this audio, so we should get a whole bunch of other audio clips up there that they could choose from, but make it open to any bit. Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. And we'll do it right.
Yeah.
And we'll pick a winner sometime in, like, I don't know, April. Okay. Give them a month or two, and I'm telling you, this is something that would take on a life of its own. These contests shouldn't be 1-2 weeks. That's insane.
There are people that are working on animations now for this contest that didn't realize, oh my God, it's over.
Yeah.
So what, do they got half an animation thing done?
Well, that's the other reason.
Let them keep going.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Let them work on it.
So, and then they go, but why won't you listen to anyone? Because there's no one to listen to that I respect.
There's no one to
Give me one person I respect and I'll listen to him. Trust me.
Listen to anybody.
I started listening to Logan because I respect the guy. So it's not just I'm a nut case.
Yes, you are for respecting Logan.
Well,
Jesus. Guy's a drunk.
Of course he was. Wasn't William Holden or Billy Joel available?
He hasn't drank in 8 months, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
And lost a lot of weight.
He's like a camel, though. He could live off the booze in his liver.
True.
I didn't know that.
True. So I will listen if I respect the person. But this contest was done very poorly. I know the sponsor's very happy, and we're psyched about the movie Be Kind Rewind starring Jack Black. You name it, we shoot it in theaters today. It's not about that.
No.
It's the programming aspect of this contest that I have a huge problem with.
We'll do another one.
Yeah, right away. Because these guys are like, oh, my God, like Ant said, I'm halfway done.
Yeah.
Oh, well. That was a waste of time.
Let it ride. Keep going.
All right.
Good news before we go to break. We going to break or no?
There you go, Jimmy. What do you got?
I'm very happy. Larry Davis.
Yes.
What a wonderful bit of news.
How great. This is justice.
What happened?
In 1986. Oh, he was a big famous case. Larry Davis. He gained notoriety in 1986 when he shot 6 cops. And he was acquitted on attempted murder because he claimed self-defense. I think Kunstler, that dirtbag, defended him. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But Larry Davis, stabbed to death in prison. He is dead, and it is great. He
Good riddance.
Dead. And this is even better news. And his brother was interviewed, and he said he talked to his brother just yesterday or the day before he was stabbed, and he said he was excited over the prospect of a book and movie deal. Yeah.
Hey!
Was he?
Oops. Very exciting.
Oh, well.
Ooh, wait a minute. I'm being shanked.
Yeah, that's right. Good. He was having a nice
this sucks.
20 years too late, but at least he finally got what he deserved.
Oh, Steve, what do you got?
Steve's got the battery pack. Well, hey, you don't know how to do radio either. I got to get rid of everybody. All right. Why would you turn the battery on casually as we're going to break? Wouldn't we want to do the big reveal after we tease these efforts for 10 minutes?
No, I honestly wasn't trying to do a reveal. I was
going to use it.
I was going to use it.
Yeah.
You know, we can make gold out of S.
Oh, okay. I know what that is now. See, I'm thinking too hetero.
What? What?
I know why that thing has a tongue like that vibrates.
Why?
It's
for the chick?
No. There's no chick involved in that.
No, this is something.
That's a BP.
What?
Remember our famous call?
What?
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, let's just say
a bug box, a spark plug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that would probably do that if it just vibrates.
Why couldn't this be for chicks at a bachelorette party though? They got that thing
because it's meant to be gay.
Thing.
It could be for a chick
because it's meant to be gay.
I don't know about that because that thing could do some damage if she was to
do some damage. But what about the authentic Greek features?
Well, then I don't have an answer for that.
That is really just penis.
It doesn't look good.
It's pink sock.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have fingers. It's got like mitten hands.
Why can't they?
Thing's awful.
Why can't they figure this out? I know, Real Doll does a pretty good job, but in general, these things suck.
Awful.
Real Doll just has the part that you want. A lot of them just have the part you want, which is just like a 1 foot section of the body.
Who could have fun with that, laying down on it, just smelling what amounts to a pool liner?
Sounds like you might have a little experience with these things.
I know what they smell like from this goddamn show. There's always 20 of those things.
Yeah.
I had to throw one away at the house.
What?
I don't know why. It was all boxed up, never used. It was in plastic, but apparently it found its way from the studio into my house.
What? Did it walk there?
No, because it was still in the box.
So what? You thought it was like
I don't know.
Lost DVDs or something?
I think from the bag that I had. Why? Does Danny know how it got there?
No.
Oh, I saw you laughing.
It's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but it got there, and then I had to throw it away. But you can't just throw it in the garbage. So I had to take the box, rip it apart, and shred the box, and then cut the thing up into pieces and throw it in the garbage.
Wow.
It's very embarrassing trying to throw away a blow-up doll.
Two things. People are applauding my rant about this company and how dumb they are. They said you guys took way longer to announce a winner of the Fatty Pig Fatty contest than this animation contest.
That was 3 years it took to announce that one.
I believe it was a 3-month contest, which was just amounted to nothing. And this is actually a really good thing, and we just do it as a throwaway. All right, 10 days, animation contest, done.
Yeah,
all right, move on. And the other thing, Steve, I was going to talk to you about this in private, but I want an animation section on the fine website we can now promote that is named after our show.
Okay.
I want a link that says Opie and Anthony Animation. You click on that and boom, all this stuff is right there for people to check out.
Look at where Steve put the noisemaker on the blow-up doll.
I see that.
They couldn't possibly blow through that noisemaker.
Every time the doll coughs, you hear. Or like if the doll ate a lot of Mexican food or beans.
Yes.
How's that Metamucil?
That would be really disgusting.
These noisemakers are way too much work. We're all having problems.
Why is there no cake for Steve?
I don't know. We're gonna figure it all out. We got to take a break. We're
I have
late
to leave
now.
early today.
No, you don't.
I do.
No.
I have a long drive.
No.
Just leave at 9.
Oh.
No. Yeah. All right. We'll all leave at 9 then.
All right.
If you don't do the show, I don't do the show. That's how we
right.
roll.
We have solidarity.
That's right. Animation link on the website, Steve. That's what we're gonna do now. Because there's so many Opie and Anthony animations. They're all over the place, though. Some are over here, some are over there. Some are on iTunes, some are on YouTube, on Break. Some are on exclusive to onaradio.com because that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to put them all in one fine place where people go, okay, I want to see some of this stuff animated. Click, there they are. Thank you very much.
Central location.
Central location. Right, Anthony.
Like it.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm a bit hyper today. Holy crap. I'm going to have a crash later. Hey, after the break, we got Driving with Kenny. Some of the rant that Jimmy did yesterday is so worth replaying. We'll talk about the dumb debate last night. Lost was last night, so
yes.
So we got the Lost production piece that the boys put together, which is pretty funny. We got your Black History nominee on the way. Some more Oscar moments and
busy
and other things. Opie and Anthony.
This Saturday, February 23rd.
Oh, yeah, you're immobilized, man. You can't move.
What? Can you get an erection?
You can't even put a sock on, man.
I can't do that now. Can I get an erection?
The Laszlo Show.
He's going to let you know right up front. I have an Asian fetish, and I would fuck a radioactive plant.
The Laszlo Show. This Saturday, February 23rd, 9 Eastern on XM 202.
How long did that last? I don't know. And then I bought a Corvette and got a divorce. It was a scene, dude.
The Virus.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Good morning to everybody. Hang in there.
Morning.
I guess today we're definitely talking to New York, especially because it's a crappy day out there. It's just crappy.
It's a bunch of crap.
Phone number 877-212-ONA. Got a bunch of things to play. What, Jimmy?
That's what the mention I'm going to be tonight. I have to leave at 9 if possible. The Albany egg. So sick of saying it. If you want to come. If not, you're missing nothing. No, I'm kidding. 518-473-1845 tonight in Albany at the Egg. I'm driving. It's probably going to take me 5 hours to get up there.
Oh, my God.
Efforts better
least.
show up.
Yeah, at least 5 hours.
I would say at least.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It could be 7 hours.
Yeah. Speaking of...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, speaking of driving, we should get right into it then because, Jimmy's leaving at 9 to drive with Kenny. And we kind of brought this up late yesterday, and Jimmy went off on a rant on Kenny's driving.
Oh, it's awful.
This is so worth playing. It's a quickie.
You better prepare for a lot of snow, GH.
His job is to bring misery and unhappiness, and he's amazing at it. The interior's tan. That's an uplifting color. How about mental institution green? Were they out of that? Black. You couldn't get the black interior. Could you make it so whenever it rains, they look like tears?
He doesn't understand what colors could do to for a person.
He refuses to beep his horn.
Oh, that is the worst.
His OCD. He's only got 500 beeps in the thing, and he always keeps the windshield wipers until you literally can't see. Hey, we driving underwater, or are you being a chiseler with windshield wipers? It's like driving on SeaWorld.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've never driven with him. He doesn't beep his horn?
No,
Never.
dude, you got to drive with Kenny because he could kill 99.99% of the people that are on the roads. And he lets everyone just abuse the out of him. They cut him off. Tiny old ladies are cutting him off. And he doesn't beep. He's like, oh, look at this. And I'm like, look at this.
What am I going to do?
Yeah, what am I... Yeah.
How about beeping? He doesn't beep in the case of emergencies. He's awful. And I hate the way he's saving the electricity in his car. Like, it literally will be like, you have to actually lean over and go, how about hitting the switch so we can look out in front of us and see if anything has stopped? I hate your chiseling with the windshield wiper distribution. Just turn it on.
He doesn't want to use it. Is it the electricity or the wiper blades?
Whatever. Stop saving everything. When he dies, I hope they put him in a coffin with 2 fresh wiper blades and an unused horn, like a pharaoh.
and enough with
I could use these in the afterlife.
Exactly.
And enough with your invoices. Just round it off.
And how about
he sends invoices every month because he buys like breakfast and stuff, and you're like 75 cents for a cup of coffee, 87 cents for a yogurt. I mean, just the dumbest.
He's like Scientology. He just buries you in paperwork.
There you go.
We're potty mouths the next.
Oh my God! I was laughing at the beeps.
Well, yeah. Well.
What a we are just curse-filled jackasses.
You don't realize it.
Yeah, that's what it is. You don't realize it until you listen back and hear the beeps. Boy, we do a lot of cursing, don't we?
Let's say hi to Sylvia in New Jersey. Sylvia, what's up?
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning, Sylvia.
I just wanted to compliment, well, not compliment, but talk about the whole 2 weeks for an animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a load of bull. I mean, speaking as an animator myself, it takes more than 2 weeks to produce something good.
Yeah. We kind of went off on a rant a little while ago about it. This is what we're going to do. We have to announce the winner of the latest animation contest, but we're going to start this up right away, starting next week. We don't even know what the prize is yet. We don't know who the sponsor is going to be. We don't care. We got to think about the radio show first, and this is great for the radio show. So we're going to go right into the next contest next week. We'll have more details.
I have a prize idea.
Right.
Yeah, what?
If you do all these animation, you will win perhaps a Jim Norton CD and a Wow sticker.
Wow.
All right, there you go. There's the prize so far. We'll add to it.
Funny, you get like 5 animations. They're all drawn in notebook paper. You have to just turn really quickly.
Yeah. Also, we'll get an autographed windshield wiper blade from Club Soda Kenny because he's not using it.
Even his autograph sucks. He signs it. He can't write cursive.
Yeah,
because he's only in his mid-50s. So he writes like what's it called?
It's called
block letters.
Script.
He writes
no,
regular.
what is it? Oh, regular block letters.
And he signs it Clubby.
Know what it's
C-L-U-B-B-Y.
Yeah, Clubby.
You know what it's called? It's called the preschool font.
It's amazing. Block letters. I used to carry a gun for a living. Yeah. C-L-U-B-B-Y. I'm a lefty.
Yeah.
So it's very awkward.
Yeah. So animation contest is going to start up again next week, and we're going to give it at least what day are we up to? Oh, my mom's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday,
February
Mom.
22nd or whatever, 23rd?
23rd. Well, today's the 22nd. So at least till April 1st.
I say December 8th.
At least April.
Oh.
Maybe 2 solid months. So maybe mid-April, somewhere around there, okay? But we got to do this thing right because it's great for the radio show. All right, hey, it's also Steve's birthday, so Tim is hard at work in the studio down the hall. And I play this because I just know in my head that it annoys the hell out of Jimmy, and that's what makes me laugh really hard.
I just I find Tim now to be a celebrity to me.
Yeah.
I hear the voice that he puts on with his many voices, and I look at him in a whole new light. He's a celebrity.
Yeah.
That voice.
People commenting about that clip that had a lot of beeps in it. Some guy, because he didn't leave his name, he writes, "Why is my radio transmitting Morse code?"
I know. Everything. Do we really need to drop the F-bomb before we say any word?
Yeah. Or just peppering our language.
Pepper.
Here we go. So this is Tim's gang that live in his head, wishing Steve a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Steve! Happy birthday, Steve! Oh no, it's Steve's birthday! Happy birthday, Steve! It's Steve's birthday.
Yes, it's Steve's birthday. Radio for the rest of us.
It's Steve's birthday!
How
old are you now? It's Steve's birthday. Happy birthday to you!
And many more.
That's right, Cleveland. That's what you've been missing live.
How horrible is that?
Happy birthday!
Oh, it's awful.
That voice.
It's great.
It has no redeeming social value.
None.
No. All right. Yeah, good morning to Cleveland. They're already predicting that we're not going to last long in mornings.
Why?
I don't know. Some dope in the newspaper in Cleveland.
Screw you.
Well, God, we should talk to him.
I don't know. Google our names. He throws a couple stabs in there.
Why? We're doing very well in Cleveland.
And then dumb Maxwell's taking shots at us.
Of course he was.
And now praising Rover because he's going to be working with Rover. It's like...
Is he really praising Rover now?
It's like, do you have any...
But...
Do you understand, like...
But they were...
They were enemies, right?
If someone could cut them, I'd love to hear Maxwell praising Rover after he just beat him. Hey, look, we're on the same team now.
Right.
We all do, but it's like, just admit you do it.
Yeah.
A bunch of scums. A whole lot of them.
I hope he dies of sleep apnea.
Who?
Maxwell. I like Rover.
Stupid Maxwell.
Yeah, I mean, we had no problems with Rover. He'll probably turn around and bash us because that's, I guess, what you got to do after you leave the same team. Like I always say, your enemies become your friends become your enemies. It's just how it works in radio. It's so stupid.
I don't know if
it's
he will,
completely stupid. I hope not.
He might not.
Hope he takes the high road because he knows damn well we never had a problem with
Yeah, so don't even.
Whatever.
Won't start anything.
We take on all challengers. What was I going to say? Oh, Gene Simmons. So the tape is real.
The sex tape.
Sex tape is real, and the famous cease and desist has been...
The C&D.
The C&D has been given out.
Yep. And what good does that do?
So we
It's
were
already
lucky
been
enough.
out.
We were lucky enough to see the tape, and we made our own copies, and we're enjoying
And
it.
they are for sale on Fountain. No, they.
But there is one line in this legal thing, by the way.
Huh.
Accordingly, Mr. Simmons and allied industries collectively control all rights in and to the video and demand that ValueWagon.com cease and desist all streaming, exhibition, exploitation, blah, blah, blah. So Gene owns part of the rights to that video. I think what happened is she probably taped it illegally and then told him, and he might have made a deal like, we're going to own
Gene
this
figured
together.
out a way to make money off of it.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah, sure.
It's the only one in history that could actually do that.
By the way, if you had 15, you won the pool. 15 beeps in that. That Kenny bit.
Jesus.
Oh, that's right there. Stop it right there. Wow. Let's just say she's lying on her stomach and Gene's whispering in her ear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
With the wig.
I didn't even get a really good up-close view of that whole mess.
Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons in his wig still has a T-shirt on, and I think he's still wearing socks.
Pants are still on.
That's his pants.
He looks like a
around
little
his
boy
ankle.
shuffling to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Shuffling to the bathroom.
That's hilarious.
What's wrong with him?
Can someone tell me who this nerd on on CNN is? He's the nerdiest person I've ever seen.
He's talking about the election. He's talking about McCain's affair or alleged affair.
But the media's not biased. He announces his candidacy or whatever. They give him the nomination, and 30 minutes later, the story's out.
Yes, stories come out.
It's only Fox that's biased.
You know what? But no one really cares. It's already going away, it seems.
No.
His wife looks like the Pope. How could McCain not cheat? Look at his wife. She looks like the new Pope.
She looks like,
has to.
She looks like she has nice eyes. That's about it.
She's awful. Pictures of McCain's wife in the Pope hat. She's creepy.
People are basically looking at McCain going, "Oh, give the fella a break.
Give him a little break.
He's tortured in
Could you?
Vietnam."
Probably didn't mean to have an affair. He's trying to raise his arms over his head, and they just hit a woman's breast. Photographed it.
Oh, how does he shampoo his hair?
Exactly. He probably has to take the soap and throw it up and then move his head into it.
Leave him alone.
Poor guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tortured.
Well, it's time for everyone's favorite part of the radio show.
Okay. Hold on. I love this. Sing along.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to down.
Yeah.
Deep Wisconsin, Ohio, Texas, and on to Penn State. She's gonna do it. Give her just a chance, she'll make it.
Yeah.
Any glass ceiling, she'll break it. She's gonna be your president. Hillary Clinton, nothing's gonna turn her back now. Straight ahead and on the track now. With plans to make our dreams come true.
I bet she thought she was doing such a great job.
Yeah.
There is nothing she can do. Never heard the word impossible. No time for chance. She's gonna do it. Gotta dream and gotta know how.
This
With
sucks.
plans to make our dreams come true. Working for us all day, all day. Make all our dreams come true. Working for us all day, yes, all day. Make all our dreams
Working for us all day. Do you really think so?
for me and you.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah. Well,
working for us all day. Do you think she's going to be working for you all day?
No, not at all.
No.
it just fit into the song, man. Chill out, man.
Should be looking through Playgirl magazines, cutting like the penises off and then stepping on them.
All day long, right?
That's working for us all day.
Just cut the genitals of the men off and she squashes them with her shoes. Stinks all day. She'll have a mullet all day. Big stupid donkey teeth. Awful. She should be a Democrat. She looks like the stupid symbol they have.
Donkey teeth.
Rotten husband of hers, too. Snapping every 30 seconds.
Fat legs.
Oh, they're just a graceless couple.
Oof.
I want to be president. It's her turn.
Come on.
You think she's going to be president?
She could be president.
I don't think a woman could be president.
Well, I don't know about that.
Damn.
Damn, rules. He rules, man.
If we never hear any of that again, it'll be
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's why it'll continue with this show, because of you, Jimmy.
I love it.
Because we were ready to turn the corner and go, wow, this really stinks. But then I started realizing that it was annoying Jimmy, so I'm like, we got to make more of these.
It doesn't annoy me. I think it's really good.
No, I'm not buying it, Jimmy. Anyway, the Hillary Obama reality show was a bust last night. Kind of a bummer. They were expecting like a big debate, fireworks.
Yep.
And Obama had a cold, I guess. He's still fighting a cold. And
Is he?
And it was like whatever stuff, really. We got 2 quick clips. These are the highlights, and that's it. Really, this is it.
I'm going to guess this. She has to be careful because she can't do anything that would completely kick her out of the race.
No.
Because she's still in it, obviously, and she probably doesn't want to make a critical error, and he probably doesn't want to screw up and leave like status quo while she's around.
I was reading
pretty much what they did.
I was reading a bunch of articles, and they were saying that Obama could kind of sit back a little bit right now. You know, he doesn't have to really prove too much at this juncture.
Pace himself.
But I think Hillary really needs to, like, you know, she's got to deliver a knockout punch, or this thing is over. He's won 11 straight states.
Oh yeah, he's kicking ass.
And then he won the overseas delegates. I'm learning about overseas delegates now, or something like that.
Why can they vote?
Living abroad. Thank you. Obama wins. Votes from Democrats living abroad. So he's won that one too. But this is 2 quick clips. You got Hillary taking a jab at Obama's plagiarism here.
If your candidacy is going to be about words, then they should be your own words. That's, I think, a very simple proposition. And, you know, lifting whole passages from someone else's speeches is not change you can believe in. It's change you can Xerox.
Who wrote that for her?
You know what's
Some
annoying?
dopey
She didn't write that.
I got this. Oh, that'll be funny.
She got a comedian to write that for her.
Xerox.
It's just irritating.
Here is this.
It's so irrelevant if it's his. Who cares if it's his words, you dummy? It's like, it matters is like what he's going to do as president. Like, it's amazing how no one is harping on the fact that she stayed with a guy who humiliated her in front of the whole country.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to wordplay like that, let's wordplay.
Yeah.
Let's
How
have
about your
some fun.
husband's words? I did not do that, and you stayed with him, and now he's campaigning for it. You want to get into it. Why doesn't somebody just attack her horribly?
Yeah, they never do.
Yeah.
They never go for the big attack like
Why
that.
are they so afraid to mention the obvious?
Yeah. And they don't even talk about the real issues.
Your husband made a fool of
He made
you.
a fool of you, and you stayed. And meanwhile, you're the symbol of feminism.
Yeah.
And you allowed yourself to be humiliated time and time again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You're
she
a
was
phony. Shut up.
victimized.
God, I mean, so what if he took her? Who cares?
Yeah.
God almighty, is that irritating.
Took a few liberties with some of the female staff.
She's a political hack. Who cares if Obama stole some words from his speech?
I like Anthony's point, too. What year is this? Making a Xerox joke?
Yeah.
What?
Xerox.
Xerox?
Who the hell calls it a Xerox anyway? Could you run me off a mimeo? I need a mimeograph.
What were what were the stuff that we used to smell in school? What were those called? Mimeographs? Dittos, yeah.
Seats.
And then Obama responds to that little jab with this. Obama responds with this little jab to her little jab.
Now, the notion that I had plagiarized from somebody who's one of my national co-chairs, who gave me the line and suggested that I use it, I think is silly. This is where we start getting into silly season in politics, and I think people...
Is it already silly season?
...about it.
He's sounding more and more like The Rock, too. The Rock says...
It's silly season!
Right.
Silly season.
He sounds like The Rock, doesn't he? The Rock is going to be president.
Is he going to like pose his face by the podium?
Yeah.
Put the people's eyebrow up?
That is what he should be doing, though. Just trivialize this dumbbell trying to grab onto anything. Oh, she sickens me.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm. Let's say hi to Crystal in Akron, Ohio.
Hi.
Are you a pretty Crystal or an ugly Crystal?
I'd like to think I'm a pretty Crystal.
Donna wants to know. Yeah, because if you're named Crystal, you got to be hot, or your parents did you a serious injustice.
Crystal.
What's up,
I've
Crystal?
been told I'm pretty hot, so.
All right, good. Cool.
I just wanted to tell you guys how awesome it is to have you live again in Cleveland.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We feel awesome being live in Cleveland.
I got to be honest. I don't know if the station feels the same way because we haven't heard from them yet. I thought that would be the first call. Very excited to have you guys live at our station in Cleveland. This is so weird.
Yet, so.
Yeah, all right. That's a good sign. Because we're ecstatic. We're beyond happy to be live in Cleveland. I can't even tell you. Because back in the day, we were live and we got a lot of interaction from our Cleveland listeners. And we did some good stuff. And we made sure we stopped there for the Virus Tour. And I've been up there a few times with Jimmy when he was doing his thing. So
we're actually going to go see Jimmy on the 29th.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Thank you.
See my boyfriend.
Very cool.
Thank you.
All right, Crystal.
Thank you.
Bye.
We just used you to make ourselves feel better. Thank you for
How about
that.
ourselves?
We're hosting a private semi-pro screening Tuesday at AMC Empire. That's 234 West 42nd Street in Manhattan at 11 a.m. this coming Tuesday. The first 75 people will get to attend the screening and get a free corn dog. First come, first serve.
Yeah, so line up. I picture probably 5 blocks of people lined up going, I hope they don't run out of corn dogs.
The semi-pro movie looks really good. Will Ferrell looks hilarious in the trailer.
Yeah.
I guess there's a scene with a corn dog, right?
It must be a tie-in. Yeah, there's got to be some tie-in.
Yeah.
So we're giving out free corn dogs.
That's great.
It's going to be a fun time.
Is anybody programming this station?
We should give them out like Steve gave that blow-up doll a noisemaker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Whoever can eat theirs first that way wins.
An animation contest that lasts 2 weeks and free corn dogs for the listeners. Boy,
yeah.
We're setting the radio world on fire, everybody.
We should at least set the studio on fire.
And punt.
Where are we broadcasting from? Des Moines, Iowa? This is New York City, for God's sakes.
_1 market in the country, so I hear.
Yeah, first come, first
I'm
serve for the
told.
corn dogs. Love Caddyshack. Semi-pro starring Will Ferrell, putting the funk into the dunk in theaters, next Friday? And of course that means we're going to have Will Ferrell on the show, right?
No.
No?
No.
How do we know? Why don't we get him in? I'm sure he would have fun here.
We've had him on the show before.
Yeah. I know, Will. I'll see if I can get that.
Oh, well, do you?
I'll tell
We
you.
were acting together, yeah.
Oh.
Did you really?
Yeah, on Tough Crowd, we did a sketch.
Oh, I remember that now, yes.
I don't remember that, Jimmy.
I have audio of it. I'll bring it in if you want on Monday.
I would love to hear that. I don't remember you doing something with Will Ferrell.
Yeah. I'll bring in that. I'll bring in me and Carlin acting together.
All right.
Whatever you want.
Stop bragging.
All right, you're right.
Carlin.
But well, we did a sketch together.
I remember that.
An elf hat.
Yes.
As me and Colin played lawyers, and it was an over-the-top, really badly, on purpose named. And we were like doing dramatic lawyer talk.
Yeah.
And he goes, "My partner, Marv Gresto." That was my name in the sketch, Marv Gresto. Colin's the master of awful names. Marv Gresto. And I forget what Will's name was. It was like some awful. He was like the big lawyer that was going to save the case, and it was like Pete Jack. It was some hack, just no name.
Marv Gresto.
Marv Gresto is my favorite name. I wish I'd thought of that.
That is a good one.
Every role I played to be Marv Gresto for the rest of my career.
Colin.
Let's go to Andrew in Grand Rapids. Andrew.
Hey, I just wanted to say that we never hear you guys mention Grand Rapids, Michigan. We love you out here at 107.3 KLQ, Grand Rapids.
Thank you.
I hope you guys hit Grand Rapids, the Virus Tour, Michigan, somewhere in Michigan. I'd come see you guys in a heartbeat.
Damn.
Let me tell you something about Grand Rapids, Michigan. This is why we don't talk about you guys, because you're lucky to have us.
Whoa.
Easy.
You are lucky to have this fine radio show.
Bold
on your
statement.
airwaves. Right, Jimmy?
Yeah, of course you are. I'll be out there April 12th, though, in Detroit, so if it's not too far, take a little flight if you want. If not, then don't call us.
You're everywhere.
I work all over the town. I'm spreading the word.
But I love you anyway.
All right. Thank you, sir.
The whole country is your stage.
Let's go to Long Island. John, what's up?
What's going on, guys? I just want to know where I can get that song. I really, really love it a lot. Pray for me.
Oh, the Hillary song?
Do you really like it, or I don't even know?
He's gone. No, he doesn't want it.
You can't really. You wouldn't. Why would you download that song?
Well, I'll tell you what you can get is you put on headphones and then you nosedive into an outhouse. Fish around on the bottom with your teeth, you'll find it.
It's a better experience than listening to it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. Good news. I guess the Hillary song would be up on onaradio.com, right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's gotta be.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, right? We're linking that song, hopefully. We'll throw it up there, onaradio.com. And it should be on the website that we can't promote that's named after the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we can't promote that because there might be some like nude girls on our website, which God forbid, people see that. Yuck. Black History Month. Here's today's honoree as we go to break.
In honor of Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is honoring black heroes, African-American individuals throughout history, without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor Edward Sewer for his role as Maasai in the cult classic The Warriors.
Who are the Warriors?
Stay tuned for more icons of black history. On the Opie and Anthony Show.
Rock and roll. Opie and Anthony on your radio dial. Barack is name of the year according to Baby Name Wizard.
The year is young and we're in February.
What else is going on in the world today? Study concludes some women do not have G-spots. What do you think of that, Jimmy? Not every woman has a G-spot.
Good. I want to date them. Less pressure. Not my fault you're genetically screwed up.
Really?
That's what they're saying today, Anthony.
I think they're called frigid. They're frigid. Have you heard of frigid woman?
Yeah, of course.
They don't like sex.
I wrecked this girl in college.
What do you mean you wrecked her?
I really did.
Because that's usually a saying for I wrecked her.
Well, I had this friend, Jambo.
Yeah.
Lives in San Francisco.
Uh-oh.
Really good friend of mine. We were sitting around one day, and we're just kids. We're 18 years old, and all of a sudden we're learning about the G-spot for the first time. Because one guy has to go, dude, the G-spot. Yeah, it's this amazing thing in women, and if you find it, I can't say what I want to say, but basically, it's pretty exciting for everybody involved.
Right.
And you might need a mop. Yeah, exactly. It's been happening all morning. It just keeps going. I don't know why.
Keeps going and going.
There's a button on there that will just stop after the track is played instead of the repeat. I don't know which one it is, but and I think I might have wrecked this girl because I decided that I needed to find the G-spot.
Oh, well,
I needed to do my own.
Looking with a shovel?
Well, let's just put it this way. That's when I learned that it would be smart to keep your hands well groomed. Let's just put it that way.
God,
I think I was doing a Freddy Krueger. And I didn't know I was doing a Freddy Krueger, and yeah,
it's great.
There was some screaming that was involved that had nothing to do with like possibly calling cops or anything, but just some screams because oh my God, what is this?
You thought you were doing great, but then it just turns out there's a lot of evidence under your fingernails.
It was just
that's like very important to me,
huh?
I do not like.
It's important to every guy, but
no, it's not. It's obviously not. If you look at some people,
when you're 18, I didn't know. Got to keep everything clipped and nice.
People sometimes don't do that. They don't clip. I don't like it even a little bit. I've probably bought 8,000 nail clippers because I'll look and go like, not too long right now. I got a clip right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a pet peeve of mine. Really got a clip. Oh, gotta clip.
I sound crazy.
No. No, not at all.
Good.
Hughes. You should be the Hughes in this thing.
Oh.
All right, I just took my shoes off because I thought I could gross it out, but my nails are getting a little long.
Oh, God, that's another thing.
Just a little bit.
You should never have long toenails.
They're starting to curl underneath.
Oh, God damn it.
Just a little.
Clip them.
Ah.
I forget.
I bite my toenail.
Forget?
Do you really?
You look at them when you go in the shower.
I don't look down at my feet. I told you, I don't like feet. I don't like my feet. I don't like anyone else's feet.
But when you're in the shower, it's part of you. You got to wash it and crap.
Well, every once in a while I'll notice, wow, okay, they're getting a little long, and then I clip them, but then I clip them too short, and then I have to walk around weird because it hurts.
Oh, my God.
What? What?
You're like a child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're just figuring that out. Let's say hi to Brad in Kentucky. Brad.
Hey, boys, how's it going?
What's up, Brad?
Hey, happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you very much, Bradley.
Hey, just wonder how come you guys aren't on any radio stations in Kentucky? I can only get y'all extra.
Well, man.
Well, because you guys wear weird hats.
And those big belt buckles.
Yeah, we're scared of you and your weird hats on Kentucky Derby Day.
Oh, the bonnets.
Whatever they are. I don't know. I don't think Kentucky can handle this radio show.
Oh, man. All my friends listen to you on XM, guys.
Oh, thank you,
guys
Brad.
rock.
We appreciate
That's
that.
that pickup.
All right. Lost was on last night, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah?
It was. I won't say anything. I'm not a spoiler. But a couple of surprises, as usual, on the show. Show's just full of mystery and surprise.
Yeah, what was the name of the guy that died?
There was no.
No.
Look, he's taking his headphones off. No.
I don't know. I knew that would panic people. I don't know if anyone died on Lost. I don't watch Lost.
I know who died. Actually, someone did die. Marv Gresto.
Wasn't he a lawyer?
Yes, he was a lawyer on Lost. He had a suit on the beach, and a meteor killed him. Or should have at least.
The Egg in Albany, Jim Norton.
Yeah, tonight if I make it. 6 hour and 55-minute flight delays in Newark.
Yeah, well, you're not flying to Albany.
No, but I'm saying it's amazing that they would actually make 55 instead of just saying 7 hours.
7 hours,
Right.
yeah, because I'm sure it's going to be on 55.
Oh, people have got to be losing their minds at the airports.
You just got to
today.
cancel your flight. I mean,
Yeah.
Sure.
Luckily, I'm not
flying out.
Right.
That would suck.
Oh boy, big time.
Anyway, the only reason I said you watched Lost because I want to play this thing again. You being a Lost fanboy.
Yeah, well, I get very excited. And it was fun watching Lost last night after having seen two of the big stars of the show on our very program and being able to talk to them and interview them, although some people didn't call it an interview. They called it an Anthony monologue with a star sitting there. And I resent that.
Wow. Because
I think I had a fine interview with both of the stars.
Yeah, this sounded fine. And once again, listen really closely as Jimmy's attempting to, do the plug and tell people when Lost is on, but even Anthony can't allow that.
I was too excited, and I had to jump in and steal the plug from Jimmy.
It's all about Anthony and his love for the Lost characters.
Yes.
Previously on Lost.
Ben from Lost, of course, and great to have you here. Huge fan of the show, like Ope said, as is everybody.
Thanks.
It is one of the most talked about shows. There aren't many shows like that. You got to be really proud to be on such a successful show. Did you see the potential for this? Did you know you were going to be on the show? Any part of that Ben character in you?
It's
very difficult.
Interesting character.
5 times you say the word show.
Show.
Showed you know you're going to be on the show.
On the show. Did you have a dress? Did you wear a dress?
Exactly.
Where was it? Was it a mall? You were in a dress? Something about a dress?
How was the show?
Show. It was a good show. I like the show. Really big shoe.
You enjoy watching Mr. Show. Did you know you'd be on the show? It's a really good show. It's such a popular show. How'd you get on this show? I love watching the show. Do you enjoy watching? All right. Enough about the show.
Enough about the show.
Let's go to Andy in Cleveland. Lots of calls starting to come in from Cleveland now that we're live. What's up,
Yes,
Andy?
welcome, Cleveland.
Hey,
what's going on, guys? Welcome to Cleveland.
Thank you. Well, we've been on a while, but I guess you guys didn't notice.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm serious. I loved you guys when you were in Cleveland before live. You were the best.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Well, we were in afternoons for a while on tape delay, but no one wanted to acknowledge that, I guess. Now they're going to acknowledge it because we're live.
Well, I listened to you on afternoons. I was hardcore.
All right, what's up, Andy?
I want to call Anthony a psycho curmudgeon.
Oh,
why?
That is because like he just babbles on incoherently about everything.
I think I'm very coherent.
Just listen to him, and he's losing his mind.
I'm very coherent, sir.
No, you're not. No, you need like serious help. I'm concerned for you. I am.
I thought I was making sense when I spoke.
I got to be honest. I'm not concerned because it makes for great radio. That's all I care about.
As long as the radio sounds good.
Right.
Who cares about my mental state, right?
What were you missing last night in your big house?
Let me think, because I know there was something.
Every day this week you've been telling people what you've been missing.
Yeah. Because I look around and I'm like, And I start realizing, like, I'm going to have to start buying stuff.
Yeah.
Toilet paper.
Why would you be missing toilet paper?
I don't know, but I went under the sink to replace a roll, and there was one roll left.
Okay.
But then I realized, now I got to get more toilet paper.
Okay.
And I got to get it.
Well, that's what people do.
No, for some reason, the past few years, it was just there. It was on the roll. It was right there on the roll.
So what would change that you now have to get toilet paper?
The fact that it's just not just on the roll anymore.
So wait, Fresh Direct doesn't deliver anymore?
Well, no, they haven't. I'm going to have to figure out how to get in touch with them so they could deliver it.
But they used to deliver for you.
Yes.
You might actually have to go get toilet paper that could shut down your brain.
Although the Mexican maids did show up yesterday.
All right, that's good.
Which was nice.
So that's still happening.
That's what's nice.
Yeah.
But the head maid there, the one that speaks English, she had a lot of questions for me.
Really? Like what?
A lot of questions.
Like what?
She was just wondering, as she's cleaning each room, how come maybe there wasn't as much stuff to have to clean around?
Remember earlier we were talking about getting pitted?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't we move on?
Yeah.
Just a little piece of puzzle today.
Interesting.
Why don't we move on? I referred to a video clip that is a video internet phenomenon about being pitted, and I was very, very surprised that none of you guys have heard this before or seen this video. This was a biggie. I got to thank AJ, part of the Philly crew, for turning me onto this clip about 4 or 5 months ago. And I should have brought it to the show. I failed you. I failed you guys. This is a surfer dude. He's on Good Day L.A. It's kind of like, I guess, the Regis of L.A.
Yeah. Jesus, really?
Yeah, a little like kind of Regis show. And they're talking about the surfer dude because the surfing. Oh, they were surfing in the flooded park or something?
How do you do that?
So they're having an interview with a surfer, and listen to this kid, man. Listen to this.
But the park is still flooded, so you'll see kids out there again today.
Some of those kids today will be my co-hosts.
It's just like, dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude. Just like you pull in, and you just get spit right out of them, and you just drop in and just smack the lip, whoop-ah, drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, you just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted like that.
Me and Mack are gonna wing on over to London and jam with the Stones. Hey, bud, let's party.
Wait, let me do it
The
again.
park is still flooded, so you'll see kids out there again today.
Some of those kids today will be my co-hosts.
It's just like, dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude. Just like you pull in, and you just get spit right out of them, and you just drop in and just smack the lip, whoop-ah, drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted like that.
Hey, bud, what's your problem? Listen up. That was my skull. I'm so wasted. Relax, all right? My old man is a television repairman. Got this ultimate set of tools. I can fix it. Oh, gnarly! Oh, those guys are bags! You dick!
I love that. Macaulay. And, of course...
This is great iced tea.
This is great iced tea. Is it? You didn't even take a sip?
Yeah.
No, he never drinks the iced tea, but he holds the glass up, tips it toward where she's in another room, and just goes, hey, this is great iced tea.
Yeah.
Before he bangs her in the cabana. That takes 2 seconds. Old Damone.
How great is this kid? And I got to acknowledge, this clip is really old. I'm surprised we never played it on our show. The pitted clip.
Pitted.
How's
So
this guy
pitted.
ever going to get a job?
Pitted.
You want to hear one more time?
Yeah, why not?
The park is still flooded, so you'll see kids out there again today.
Some of those kids today will be my co-hosts.
Oh, it's just like, dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude. Just like you pull in and you just get spit right out of them. And you just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop-ah! Drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, you just ride the barrel and get pitted. So pitted like that.
Act like wherever you are, that's the place to be.
You got to see the video, too. Man.
Oh,
it is
Debbie.
What does pitted mean?
It's.
I guess it's just planted.
Yeah, you just get
like
planted into the sand.
Wham,
basically.
into the sand.
Yeah.
Pitted, so pitted.
Yo. Let me go to Eric in Georgia. Eric, what's up?
Hey, I just want to ask Anthony if tears hurt a cleanly shaven face.
Hey, why don't we move on?
What?
The FU line is very popular with our listeners.
What are you talking about, sir?
No idea what that gentleman is even implying.
He's implying that you've been doing some crying.
What?
And well, you shaved the goatee, and they're wondering if the tears are hurting the freshly shaven face.
Nope, nothing like that.
By the way, great night on TV last night. Did anybody watch that one on NBC? My Name is Anthony. That creepy mustache.
Come on, I just wanted to try something, a little different.
My fiance was getting in the fun because we were like, referring to you and what you look like.
Yeah,
Jimmy was doing a great job. Saying that it's the Opie and Frank Zappa show.
Yes.
Opie and Raleigh Fingers. What else did you come out with?
Goose Gossage.
Goose Gossage.
And it wasn't too uncomfortable when my fiance made a Aladdin reference, because that's where her references come from.
That's cute.
Who was it? Jafar or something like that from Aladdin?
Look, it's the Opie and Blues Clues show. You're missing.
Danny's never heard anyone make Disney movie references to everything.
Yeah, well. Was it Jafar from Aladdin? I think, something like that.
Because rumor has it that tat on his arm is Ariel from The Little Mermaid.
What? You got an Ariel tattoo?
No, it's because of the red hair.
No, it's Ariel, right?
No.
Let me say it. That is Under the Sea, right? I see long hair and a mermaid.
Mermaid.
What is it?
He likes Disney?
Oh, he loves it so much that he got an Ariel tattoo.
I'm refusing to go along with this.
You don't want to go along with that?
No.
Bit refusal.
Hey, that's not cool, man.
Bit refusal.
What is that?
Don't make me replay Steve's happy birthday message.
Okay, I'll go with the bit.
All right, good.
What is it? It's a weird.
It's a cover of an old book from the 30s called Who Goes There?
Oh, but you don't read.
Oh,
sometimes but sometimes they turn books into movies.
Okay, good.
That's why he has the picture, not the text.
It's a picture book. Jason, California. Did you get pitted? Pitted. What's up, Jason?
How you boys doing this morning?
I think
good. Jimmy, you're an effing genius. I love you.
Oh, thank you. You're overrating me,
but
thank you.
I'd like to go back a little bit and give a live FU to that Cleveland caller. Anthony, I've been listening to you on XM for a couple years now, and you are a genius from your political views and your burglary theories.
Yes, my home invasions. Yes.
You are 100% correct. I agree with you all the way.
Thank you, sir. And
I just want to give a live FU to that Cleveland caller.
All right.
I would like to say after that statement that I might as well announce that I am running for President of the United States.
What?
You got my vote.
A little late, and I don't have much money. But I'll just throw it out there. Why not?
Well, you have more money now.
It's a grassroots movement.
You got more money now.
Oh, geez.
And I want to thank Charlie Mason. Mason.
What?
Oh, my God.
Jackie Mason.
I was going with the Manson joke.
Oh,
I can't even look. I can't even look at Jimmy.
Old Charlie Mason.
I can't even look at you, Jimmy.
I actually wouldn't have gotten it until you said like Charlie Mason.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm Jackie Manson. I'm going to kill people.
Only Charles Manson would agree with.
I got a swastika in my head.
You got the Folgers coffee over here. You got the bodies over there. You got the great with the Folgers Eris. You got Sharon Tate over here. You got a full belly over here.
It seems they took a baby.
They called Tex because Charlie wanted to be the only Charlie in the family. I wish I did better impressions.
It's murder.
That's right.
It almost sounded like Jimsy.
Certainly did. They wrote with blood on the walls, Sam. Sharon Tate didn't commit suicide. Her hands were tied. It was murder. That's right. 3-line Jimsy.
It's all right, though.
3-line Jimsy.
Because we finally got the Quincy box set. We're going to have a lot of Quincy audio for you, Jimmy, on a future Opie and Anthony show. You guys want to go to the FU line, see what's going on? Are we doing anything on this show today?
I think so.
It's a weird one.
I like it.
I know I had way too much coffee. All right, FU line. Let's see what's going on. It's Opie and Anthony.
Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
You have 6 new voice messages. First voice message.
I would like to give an FU out to my ex-boyfriend Nick, who tried to sleep with my best friend after 4 years of putting up with his crap.
Next message.
I want to give a big FU to Adam the intern. As boring as you are to listen to on the air, all the guys on the show were giving you airtime and trying to help your antisocial ass finally get laid. You, Adam.
Next message.
Yeah, what's up? This is Ethan from North Hollywood, California, and I want to give a big you to my bag neighbors who call the cops every night for a week straight and it caused me to get evicted. Go yourself.
Next message.
It's a big F you to my boss and his non-working ass and not knowing what the to do. You.
Next message.
I like to give a you to my ex-boyfriend, Jess. Hey, I faked it every time. It's kind of hard to finish in 20 seconds.
Next message. End of new messages.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Thank you and goodbye.
That's it. What? Opie and Anthony on your radio. Thanks for checking us out today. Right. We're just in a weird place today. The ice cream cake has arrived into the studio. Sam was in charge of Steve's birthday, and it's getting worse and worse as the morning goes along here.
If I was Steve, I would kill myself. This is the worst birthday ever. It's a Carvel Fudgy the Whale cake.
Well, Anthony, can we do the reset, though? Steve's birthday. Sam was responsible for making sure Steve has a great birthday. He was supposed to decorate the studio. He barely decorated the studio.
It's a horrid job at decorating. There's one thing that says happy birthday.
It's tiny.
There's
over
no
this
banners.
Over this huge window. No banners, no balloons.
Not one balloon.
Noisemakers that barely work. And a blow-up male doll, which I'm sure Steve definitely appreciates.
Yeah.
But besides that, this birthday sucks, and I feel bad for Steve.
What's the cake say? It's got to be nice. Maybe Steve could read the cake.
Yeah, Steve, why don't you read your birthday cake from Carvel? Of course, you got to get the ice cream cake.
Right. Well, it's a lovely Fudgy the Whale cake, and in red icing on the top.
Good.
Sam. No,
it's illegible. First of all, I got to say they take Fudgy the Whale, which is a brown whale cake.
Yeah.
Then it's outlined in white cream, and then a face of a whale is put in white cream.
Yeah.
And then they take red icing and write something on there, which is completely illegible. Can you read that?
No, barely.
And it's over his mouth.
And it's all written.
It looks like someone just squished out red icing on a stupid Fudgy the Whale cake.
It's a mess of red icing, and since, like all people in this country, I read from left to right, I shall read what it says.
Okay.
Happy ETIVE birthday.
What? Well, and Steve has perfect diction, so I'm assuming that you read that perfectly.
I read that perfectly.
When you say dick shun, he's never shunned one.
Jim Norton will be at the Egg in Albany later today.
Sorry, it's a little wordplay.
That was good, though.
Wait, let me read this thing.
Ugh.
Happy birthday, but then they put the ETIVE. That's how they spelled Steve?
I think somebody must have told Carvel that the theme of today's birthday party is queer and incompetence.
So they played right along.
They went ahead and instead of putting a message that was somewhat sarcastic on there, which I had instructed them to, they wrote, "Happy birthday, Steve," but spell Steve ETEVE.
Oh, my God.
What was the sarcastic message that you were going to have them put on there, Sam?
It was, here's to another year of incompetence, cake property, DFL Media, and then I was going to plug a website for you.
That would have been funny. Thank you.
We should put a huge Foundry logo across that dumb
Yes.
cake.
Foundry the whale.
Yeah. Foundry the whale. Can we get a picture of the cake up on ONARadio.com?
Oh, damn, Travis. Good one.
Wait, I missed it. What?
Foundry the whale. Travis goes, yeah, that's Steve.
Oh,
Oh.
that was a good one.
Not like the old days.
Oh, boy.
I love a piece of that ice cream.
Pendulum.
Huh?
It's early. It's a good time to eat ice cream cake.
Also,
It's got milk in it.
we sent Pat Duffy down to get it, and E-Rock shorted him $14 on the cake, so he had to walk 17 blocks back in the snow holding this cake.
How much is a cake that you shorted $14?
This cake
What did he give him, $3?
This cake cost $54.
Shut up.
No, it didn't.
Yes.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Don't put it near me, man.
That is a little Fudgy the Whale, and it was $54.
And it says Eat Eve on it.
And he didn't even get the name right.
Why is it $54?
I've bought Fudgy the Whale cakes for you guys before, and they haven't cost $54. I think you got ripped.
I didn't get ripped. Like I said, E-Rock didn't give Pat Duffy enough money, so if anyone got ripped, sorry, E-Rock.
Wait, did Pat Duffy buy drugs?
Pat Duffy, that cake cost $54.
Yeah, I have a receipt if I can prove it.
I believe you.
$54?
Because they wrote ETIVE on it.
ETIVE.
Which Carvel is this that did a great job on the cake?
The one in Times Square.
Times Square.
Times Square,
Oh, that
Carvel.
figure. Okay.
Great job on the cake.
That's why it costs so much, too. You buy something in Times Square.
We were also in a panic yesterday morning because Pat Duffy was calling around all the Carvels who claimed there was a citywide shortage on Fudgy the Whale cakes.
Yeah, that was last night. It's totally fresh.
Why isn't that reported on the news that there's a citywide shortage of Fudgy the Whales?
I don't know.
Oh, please.
You know what? Look, let's close the borders. Now it's affecting our ice cream cakes.
That is exactly it.
I can't have this anymore.
Exactly.
Now I'm with everybody. Close the borders. If they can't spell Steve right on a dumb birthday cake, now we obviously have a problem.
I remember walking into Carvel as a kid, and there'd be a gentleman there, and he'd go, "Hi, how are you? And what would you like?" And then you tell him. Now, ETIVE. ETIVE.
We should take. Do you have a picture of that cake?
No, we'll get one before we cut
Let's
it
take a
up.
quick picture and then start eating it because I'm really hungry. I would love some ETIVE cake.
Like some ETIVE.
Jimmy, you're going to yell at yourself later. This is where
this Fudgy the Whale.
Kenny will have to hear it. But why'd you eat it?
No, he doesn't ever say that.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just take care. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
That's Kenny's way of saying shut your mouth.
Well, speaking of Steve's birthday.
Happy birthday, Steve!
Happy birthday, Steve!
Oh no, it's Steve's birthday! Happy birthday, Steve!
It's Steve's birthday.
Yes, it's Steve's birthday.
Radio for the rest of us.
It's Steve's birthday!
How old are you now? It's Steve's birthday.
Happy birthday to you!
And many more.
No one's enjoying it.
Oh, my God.
I'm enjoying it.
I'd rather listen to Maxwell.
And fun.
Ugh.
Happy birthday, just not funny.
What a douche. Scumbag. Really. What a waste of space on the radio. Corey, Jersey, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, fellas? Love you guys. Love the show.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, getting pitted is when you pull into a barrel and the wave breaks over your head and you're totally inside it and you're like a little pit, like a little olive pit.
So is getting pitted a good thing?
Hell yeah, it's a good thing, man. Of course.
I actually explained it already.
All right, yeah, Jimmy's a big surfer, dude. You don't know that about Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Hey, what's up?
All right, thank you for the definition of pitted.
But the park park is still flooded, so you'll see kids out there again.
Some of those kids today will be my co-hosts.
It's just like, dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude. Just like you pull in and you just get spit right out of them. And you just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop-ah! Drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, you just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted like that.
I know it's an old video.
How old is it?
It's I was told about this like over the summer or something. But we're gonna get the video up on onaradio.com as part of Stephen S. from Bayshore's Rundown.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And other things. Oh, you know what? We should do this because we're obsessed with chickens. Everyone knows that. Well, the people that linger longer with the radio show, we hate chickens and how stupid they are. And we had a story yesterday about a truck overturning. The chickens got loose because he was transporting chickens, and they're all over the highway.
Yeah,
and they're just standing on the side of the road
because they're stupid.
They're not running away. They're not trying to free themselves.
But where would they go? You know what? Chickens seem to be the only animal that don't have a natural habitat. But you never see a plate. That's where you belong. You never see a herd of chickens on the plains. It's just they don't have a natural habitat.
But if you
don't see wild chickens.
But if you had a brain, you would think anything's got to be better than going back on this truck.
Where are they going? Getting an apartment?
Whatever, run.
Just run.
Run and try to figure it out. Instead, they just stand on the side of the road.
You can't like a goose or a duck can jump in the water and swim around.
Right.
Chickens just, they look out of place anywhere but on a spit.
Mm-hmm.
Just being roasted on a barbecue grill.
There is no such thing as a herd of chickens.
Yeah.
Wild chickens.
Wild chicken.
They're
attacking people.
They're called pods.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
I would say it's a flock of chickens.
They travel
because they're birds.
No, they travel in pods.
Is it a murder? Murder. That's what they call crows?
They found little peck marks all over his body, Sam. The chicken had skin in his feet.
Quincy's so passionate about his job. Oh, Jimsy.
They got blood all over my members only jacket. Quince, why do I have tiny genitals? We all know exactly why you do, Sam.
Just can't say it.
That's right.
We'd be fired.
That's right. You're half man, half baby.
Jimsy.
How's the Steve cake?
Worth every calorie.
Tee is right. So we got more on the chickens. Fox talks about the chicken truck crashing, and they got the awful banter here.
Good.
I like a chicken on the BBQ, but not on the BQE.
See, that's the Brooklyn Queens Expressway.
They call it the BQE.
They call it the BQE.
Yeah.
So that's where the truck overturned. So she likes it on the BBQ, which is the barbecue. Of course.
Let's say hi to Robert in Birmingham. Robert.
Yeah, hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, I get the impression that Opie's going to take Anthony to the bank to get $20,000 out. But,
Hey, so anyway, they were talking about chickens on the news.
Yes.
And they had to make a little joke about it.
I like a chicken on the BBQ, but not on the BQE.
No.
That's very funny, you. Since we're spelling.
Just read the news from the newsreader.
Right.
I like a chicken on the BBQ, but not on the BQE.
No.
Stop it!
Do your chicken for us.
I do a chicken?
Don't you?
I do?
Don't you?
Yeah. Hopefully it's a German chicken.
That's a sick rooster. This is for your yucky late winter sunrise.
Homer. The Homer boo. My new favorite sound effect.
Oh, yeah.
Who's he booing?
Probably like...
Who knows?
The Who. I don't know.
The audio's really bad in this.
I don't know. I didn't cut it.
Is it?
Hey, we decide not to work today. That doesn't mean you guys should stop working.
Chickens actually got free of those crates, so it was a big mess. Those are what I call free-range chickens.
Yes. And they crossed the road. The chickens
They did.
The road.
And now
Wow.
we know why. Just to get away from the mess.
I have an improv.
Oh.
Wait, what was the end of her joke?
To get away from the man.
To get away from the men.
The men? What?
That are trying to get him, I guess.
I have a funny joke.
Yes?
Hey, since the chicken crossed the road, wouldn't you like a rooster across your face? That'd be a great little news improv.
It would.
You ever accidentally sit on a black rooster? A rooster in each hand and smack another rooster on your chin. You ever do that? News improver?
News improver.
You want to improv, bitch?
Hey, let's not forget, the animation contest ends today.
Yes.
We're not happy about that because the animations are coming in and they look great. All of them are up on onaradio.com. We're going to pick a winner today. Thanks to that movie, the Jack Black movie.
Be Kind Rewind.
That's right. And we're going to start up a brand new animation contest next week because everyone bitched and said, look, 10 days is not, 10 days, 2 weeks is not enough time to get a really good animation together. Although we did get some really, really good entries. So we're going to start up the contest next week. We don't even know for what type of prize. We just know we'll get something good in the end. And we'll make the contest last a nice about 2 months so you really get some fine things in, okay?
Yeah, they got time to do it. It's not like this is a quick thing.
We're on to something with this animation thing. So go to onaradio.com to see some great animations from some of the fine bits from this radio show. And we'll start up the brand new contest next week. We'll have more details. Right now, we do know that, what, Jimmy, you're donating a WOW sticker and a what?
A CD.
And a CD signed by you?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, all right, whatever. I mean, you want to just really, why not just throw $10,000 at them? All right, fine.
All right, and we'll add to the prize. But so far, that's what we got, and that's all you need to know. All right, so keep animating. The contest is not over, and we're going to add more bits that you can choose from, and at this point, you can choose whatever you want. You could go old school. You could do an animation of $100,000 or something. That would be nice. Danny, what do we know about this basketball player puking?
Apparently, this was from a college game a few days ago, Virginia Tech and Maryland, and they had to actually stop the game for about 10 minutes while they cleaned up the amount of puke that this backup forward had left on the court. Yeah, this clip that Ope has, it's two of the announcers just going on about, first him getting sick, and then they have to comment about how much of it there was.
Really? All right, let's take a listen here.
And box out here.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
And we're going to hear announcer voices, right? Here's a real moment. They're still going to be like, oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
And box out here.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. He threw
Lorenzo
up.
Hudson is sick and throws up right on the court.
Oh, boy, that's a humongous pile there, Bill. This is going to take a while to clean this up.
He missed the second free throw. And Lorenzo goes to the bench.
That's disgusting.
Get cleaned up here, Bill.
The crowd is chanting, that's
disgusting. That's disgusting.
Wait, they shot the second free throw even though there was puke on the court?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did check out the video. There's no video of the vomit itself.
Oh, no?
Like this video of it just sitting on the court?
Well, not even. There's more of it of just the bottom manager guy who had to go out there with the towel.
Was he just like standing there and vomited?
Yeah, he's off to the side. You couldn't really see him do it, but you could tell that he was kind of sick because like he had a towel over his face and he was just kind of pacing.
Oh.
And the camera wasn't on him.
Goodness gracious!
Box out here.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! He threw
Lorenzo
up.
Hudson is sick and throws up right on the court.
Oh my God! That's a humongous pile there, Bill. This is going to take a while to clean this up. He's really sick.
He missed the second free throw. And Lorenzo goes to the bench.
It's going to take a while to get cleaned up here, Bill.
All right.
That's great.
A lot of questions coming in all of a sudden.
Oh.
Wow. Wow, a lot of... You want to answer any of those?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Why don't we remind people that they can get a free corn dog, because this is just a terrific radio station we work for here in New York City. We're hosting a private semi-pro screening Tuesday at AMC Empire. That's 234 West 42nd Street in Manhattan. It's exciting. This movie looks like it's going to be good, and we're going to watch it with some listeners Tuesday. Right at 11 a.m. We'll be down there to watch the movie. The first 75 people will get to attend the screening. I guess it's a small theater, huh? Is it one of the screening rooms?
I would imagine so. I'm not sure how
Oh
big
my
this
God,
place
we just discovered the screening rooms only recently. Amazing! It's like a mini theater. Seats are twice as big. It only fits like 100 people. Feels like you're lounging in your living room watching these movies. It's amazing. I highly recommend it if it's that type of place that you show up on Tuesday at 11 a.m. The info should be up on onaradio.com. But anyway, the first 75 people get to go to the screening, and they'll also get a free corn dog.
Hey, how about that? A free corn dog.
Yep. Only the first 75, though. Number 76, you're out of luck. No corn dog for you.
Imagine being number 76, how disappointed you'd be.
I bet there'd be a big rivalry for 75 and 76.
Oh, right?
I guess we should agree with corporate. We shouldn't make fun of this stuff because this is really good radio.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
right.
You can make this stuff up.
Are they going to just be handing out corn dogs to the people?
I hope not. I hope they're actually throwing them in the air and you have to go and catch it.
What are they doing? What are they doing? I guess there's a corn dog scene in Semi-Pro, huh?
I hope so.
That's the tie-in?
Yeah.
Why can't we just watch the movie? Why do you have to hand out
It's
corn
got to
dogs?
be some kind of a gag.
Out of the 75 corn dogs that we hand out, I will bet that 70 end up on the sidewalk.
On the floor.
In a big pile.
Stepped on.
And the other 5 wind up against the screen.
Right.
Corn dog smears against the movie.
How about you show up to see a good movie by Will Ferrell?
That'd be a great backfire, wouldn't it?
Yeah, wow. Well, first come, first
Like
serve.
a flock of birds are all corn dogs going over your head in the theater.
Hey, Jimmy, can you read this next line? Because they did put an exclamation point, because it's very important to get the corn dog. So start with the first 75 people. This is Jimmy will read it correctly, because he follows the punctuation in copy.
That's right, okay.
You can start over if you like.
Semi-pro, private screening. We are hosting a private semi-pro screening Tuesday at AMC Empire, 234 West 42nd Street in Manhattan at 11 a.m.
Why, was there an exclamation point there, Jimmy?
There sure was.
Must have been.
Okay.
The first 75 people will get to attend the screening and get a free corn dog, first come, first serve.
See, because there was another exclamation point at the end of that sentence, right, Jimmy?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
Semi-pro starring Will Ferrell, putting the funk into the dunk in theaters February 29th.
Yeah, no exclamation point about that. Only exclamation points of surrounding the corn dog crap. And they actually had to write first come, first serve.
Yeah, like, what do we think? That we were going to be able to hold places in line? You know, somebody's going to show up 80th and go, but I wasn't here, so it's my turn.
Yeah. You know what you do? If they were giving away, like, iPods to the first 75 people, then exclamation points, and then first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. But we're talking about a dumb corn dog.
It's a corn dog.
All right. Well, anything cool to play going to break there, Steve?
Let me think.
Why would you know?
That's right. Why would you know?
Why would you know?
Well, there's a flute.
Huh?
You hit the FU line already. You did the Black History Month already.
How about
We have the...
Did he ask, what did we do already?
Exactly.
No, we didn't.
Why don't you just list other things that we did? Well, we got up early. We showed up for work. We had some snow.
Why do I bother?
I'm just trying to talk to you.
I know you. I know you are.
You want me to do the Albany plug again? I'll do that. That's always funny.
Why don't you?
Tonight, the egg.
Yeah.
518-473-1845. If people don't show up, I will commit suicide.
Oh, Jimmy.
6 hours in the snow I'm going to deal with.
Well, let's say hi to Max in Dallas. He'll make you happy. Max, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey, Max, is this sounding like anything today?
It's just cold as hell down here.
Well, geez. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Anyhow, I wonder if that
Why be in tune
basketball-
with the radio show you're calling? Why would you be?
What are you saying, Max?
What's up,
I wonder
Max?
if that basketball player had fish and cream sauce before the game.
Yeah, that's right. That was it.
Oh, Jimmy.
This is how we go to break, with the sounds of Jim Norton after having fish with cream sauce on a plane as he was flying out to San Francisco a mere few hours later in the hotel. Enjoy as we go to break with the Opie and Anthony Show.
better.
Is it? By the way, this is going to make us #1 in Cleveland in no time.
Oh, yeah. Steve.
Pray for me.
I love the garlic butter sauce.
And punt.
You're bringing us back with Pendulum from Foundry.
Oh.
Music. Steve's old band that turned into a website.
Crank it up. I got to hear this.
All right, crank it, yeah.
This is Steve C's old band.
Yeah.
Where's the vocals? I want to hear Steve C.
Yeah, Steve C on vocals, by the way, whose birthday it is today. Coming back. No?
Wouldn't this be great on Guitar Hero? No?
No. Guitar Zero.
Jeez, all right, enough with that with the riff.
Well, they thought the riff was great.
Oh, it's a rejoiner?
Oh, it's a rejoiner, okay.
Oh, no wonder. I thought maybe Steve was off eating during that.
He's the only...
Hey, did you see him in that band? He was huge. Come on.
And he wore the Lamb Bryant dresses, let's not forget. Hey, Foundry Music is the only band in the history of rock and roll that turned into a website.
Yeah.
Find me another band that turned into a website and stopped playing music.
You ever hear some old Google? I love popping in some old Google.
Oh, yeah. I saw Sabbath in like the mid-'80s with Yahoo opening.
It's great stuff.
Yep.
And now they're just a website.
Absolutely.
I'm with you, Jimmy. Yeah.
My favorite, though, was when Ozzy toured in like 98 and Two Girls, One Cup was on the small stage.
On the small stage.
It's good. Red Tube.
Wouldn't they be on?
I knew Danny would go, I know that one. I've bookmarked.
Oh, man. I can't believe I lost my Ogrish CD. We can just do this all day.
Yeah. Yes, you Ogrish.
We're fading quickly out of that.
Do you get it, guys?
Exactly.
See, websites, bands, thank you, and scene.
Pull over, folks.
And punch.
AOL joke coming up.
Huddla.
What is wrong with us?
I say
Anthony's
it's the weather.
craziness is rubbing off on all of us.
I say
You're bringing
it's
us
the
down
weather.
with you with your insanity.
No, I'm a sane mother.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you look in the mirror if you think you're sane?
I am sane. I
Jimmy,
look in
is
the
he
mirror.
sane?
Anthony is nuts.
How would I not be sane when I look in the mirror? Because that's when I have my conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Anthony. But I can never say anything different than the guy talking in the mirror.
Yeah.
He always knows exactly what I'm saying, exactly when I say it. And I try to trick him sometimes, but he knows.
Let's go to Jay in Alabama. What's AL? Alabama or Alaska?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Jay from Arkansas. What's up?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Anthony, did you get the question? The old ultimatum?
So, Jimmy's going to be leaving soon because he has to get up to Albany to perform at the Egg tonight.
That's right.
By that.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I was just pondering. Wonder what he meant. The Egg.
Speaking of egg, I forgot how rotten the inside of Kenny's truck is going to smell. His ice cream cake has lactose in it. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
A 5-hour ride with Kenny.
Oh, no.
Big boy make us stinky.
Oh, God.
Already it's happening.
You're that fast.
You don't understand. Here's how it works.
Oh. Ugh. Fudgy the underwear.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'll fire one out every time he intermittently uses his wiper.
Hey, we got something for Cleveland. Good morning, Cleveland. There's a douche on the radio up there, Maxwell.
Yeah, and he is a douche.
Try to claim that he's doing just great in radio. We suck, which it's just I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, it's beyond.
I don't even know what to say to that. We're on XM satellite radio. We're the #1 channel on XM. We reach a minimum of 2 million people on XM alone, and then we're syndicated to close to 20 stations if you count the crappy AMs. But Maxwell,
hey, for the people listening on the AMs, hi,
What?
How you doing?
What happened?
And for the program directors and everyone else, hi.
Oh,
we like you.
They even know they're programming a crappy
No,
AM. They know.
No, it's wonderful.
They know. They're at Kinko every week sending out their
Let me
resumes.
tell you something.
They're hoping to get on an FM station.
I love my favorite modulation.
Yeah.
Amplitude.
Amplitude?
Absolutely. That's my favorite type of modulation.
I just hope the listeners are smart enough to just see through this crap. You got a guy that's obviously jealous of what we're doing. We try to downplay what we do, but the reality is we're radio stars. We really are. Not many people actually bigger than what we're doing. And then you got a douche like this Maxwell trying to convince his listeners that he's doing well as he sits in one market in afternoons, by the way, and we suck.
The bottom line is this. This is what bothers me about Maxwell, because we fought with other shows, again, JV and Elvis, Lexington. We fought with a lot of shows. I encourage you to go on YouTube and look him up. That's how he's an unfunny guy. He's just a fat slob who tries so hard to be like a rock star.
Yeah.
Hey, they're just not funny.
Funny.
Let me tell you something. Just one of those fat loads who sits at a party and bores everybody. And Maxwell, you're a boring guy.
Yeah.
You're not a funny dude, and you never were.
Yeah.
And you don't know anything about comedy. He was trashing my comedy and going, his first hour was good. No, it wasn't, stupid. My first hour, when I used to go, people say, where you from? And I go, New Jersey, and give them the finger. That was when I was good? Shut your mouth.
Oh, you didn't do that.
I did.
It's
stop.
I'm not proud of it, but I'm realistic. He doesn't. Of course, he's not a funny guy. So how would he understand the progress of humans? He doesn't.
And he used to trash Rover, who did mornings. Now I guess they're going to be teaming up. So now they're best friends. Which
Gonna be
is
pals.
Such a crock of ass. I
Pally.
can't even tell you. But whatever. Let's hear what Maxwell had to say.
Dude, there's just stuff in this business.
You put them up against Rover. Rover would destroy them.
Yep. Okay. It wouldn't even be an issue. It's so funny. Stupid, right? Opie. Is that actually that guy's name? No, I think it's...
By the way...
He's actually going to try to make fun of my name?
Maxwell.
You dope. I make fun of my own name, you ass.
Does anybody know Maxwell's real name?
Huh?
Does anyone know Maxwell's real name?
I don't know.
I believe I do.
What is it?
I'm sure he says it on his own show. I believe it's Benjamin Bornstein.
Ugh.
Now, if that's the same Max, I believe that is his name. Which maybe I'm sure he tells his listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he would lie to his listeners. Maybe he does tell them.
Benjamin Bornstein.
I believe that is his real name.
Interesting.
He's actually making fun of my name. I make fun of my name, you dope. I hate my name. I got it when I was 12 years old, you idiot.
It's, you know what it is? It's the easiest thing to do when you have nothing.
And then he goes with the dramatic pauses that he learned from. Who'd you learn that from? Was it Mancow or Lycus? Because I can't, or Bubba. I can't tell which voice you're imitating. See, we're at least using our real voices. You're doing an imitation of Mancow meets Lycus meets Bubba.
Yeah, you're basically a personality thief.
You're a phony.
And you should have at least stolen somebody funny's personality. and this is the odd thing about the name thing. You cut every article written about it's Greg Opie Hughes. You make fun of the fact that you're Opie.
Right.
And also,
I hate my name. I'll be the first to say it.
You'll step out and go, oh, this is Greg Hughes, the actor who plays Opie. There's never like a hiding.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone trying to be a rock star. I think the name Maxwell is cool.
Maxwell.
How is that
Do
cool? It's a coffee, you douche.
And by the way, everyone knows my name is actually Gregorio.
Oh,
that's right.
It's going to win the animation.
Much more
contest.
powerful.
That's right. You got to twist that elbow in.
Twist the elbow in.
Twist it in toward your belly button as you say the name. That's what you do. Gregorio!
Can we hear more? I want to hear the agreeing parrot in the background. Yeah, good point.
See, Maxwell, you're going to have to do a lot better than making fun of my dumb name. A lot better. That's hack crap. Anyone could do that.
Opie. Is that actually that guy's name? No, I think it's actually... I don't even know anything about the guys. I know.
You know what? When someone says, I fucking hate radio guys.
Oh.
God, do I hate these people. Hate them. Let me take you inside this little bit that he's doing. When someone says, I don't know anything about the guy, They know way too much about me.
Everything.
They follow our careers. They know every single little thing about us. God, I study this crap. I study body language. I study how people talk. The great Charles Getzinger back in Geneseo. Unfortunately, he's gone. He was the greatest. He was the great. He died, unfortunately. He was a great professor in Geneseo. And this guy taught me the art of communications and following body language and stuff, and how people talk and how they stand and all this crap. When someone says, "I don't know anything about this guy," it means he knows everything about me. He's probably a stalker.
No, I think it's actually. I don't even know anything about the guys. I know. I should probably know everything, but I don't care. But I don't.
I think his name is Greg, which is funny because they were talking about your name the one day on the radio. Like,
no, you know my name's Greg, and when you say you don't care, it means you care a lot. We've fallen into that trap when we go, I don't care what Howard's saying. Of course we care when we say we don't care. That's what people do.
Funny because they were talking about your name the one day on the radio, like stupid radio name. I was like Opie. It gets dumber than Opie. Hey, look, he's got red hair. Gotta be Opie. Welcome to Mayberry.
Mayberry jokes and redheaded jokes. First of all, I don't have red hair.
That is such a hack thing to do.
Cutting edge funny stuff.
Yeah.
Very cutting edge funny. A Mayberry joke with phony laughter from a guy with a stolen persona.
Yeah.
Hey, dirtbag, why don't you use your real voice? Why don't you stop stealing someone else's personality?
Use your real name, too, you self-hating Jew.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like he is.
Benjamin Boy.
Be proud of your Jewish heritage.
So that's what he had on me, making fun of my name. That was terrific.
But the bottom line,
I don't understand why the radio world just doesn't embrace you and push you in every market in America with stuff like that. My God. Wow.
The bottom line is...
of course, and punt after that.
And
that was
punt.
terrific. Your listeners are just eating it up.
Yeah.
Die!
He's a cornball, and there's nothing more offensive to me in humor than a cornball.
All right.
It's corny. You're corny, Maxwell. And I know the sidekick has to agree with you. I get that.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah.
Ow. Dummy.
Stansbury, do me a solid. Go sit in a hot tub filled with a puddle of AIDS.
Yeah. Slip and slide AIDS comedy. Right, yeah. Got it. That's all they do is talk New York. That's all they do. Stupid dummy. And then they go to commercial break. That's it. Look, dummy. Patrice O'Neill's here. We'll be back. Stupid. That's it. That's all they do.
I thought you didn't know anything about us.
Exactly. What a dope. How do you know about
Patrice?
Can I be honest with you?
That's really funny.
Can I be? This is where we're a very honest show.
Uh-huh.
The only thing I know about this guy is the audio that is brought to us when he talks about us.
That we play on the air.
By Sam.
Yeah.
We're not monitoring your show because we don't monitor shows that we're not scared of, you idiot.
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't name one bit or the bit that we played, but I don't even remember anymore.
I can name a bit. And I encourage
what?
people to look at it on YouTube because I looked it up on YouTube.
All right.
Yes, I did. And it was something about how you know this is Maxwell being very edgy. How you know you're spending too much money in a strip club. And it's really, can you guys find that real quick? It's 5 to 9. But for next week, how you know you're spending too much money in a strip club. Look up what this faggot thinks is cutting edge funny radio. And if you like that better, then I encourage you to never listen to the show again. Go over there and listen to him.
Have fun.
He's an unfunny, fat faggot.
And he's a liar.
You know what it is?
Liar. He goes, I don't know anything about him, but then he's like pretty much reciting, mocking what we do on our show.
I swear on the lives of my family members, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't even know, and I've been listening to the tape, I don't even know the sidekick's name. I swear to you, I swear on my family right now as I sit here, I don't know the sidekick's name. I just know that this douche is called Maxwell. That's all I know.
By the way,
and he's the end punt guy.
By the way, I encourage my fans to make his life a living hell.
He knows our guests.
No problem.
He knows our guests.
Of course he does. He knows everything about us. And finally this, because we got to get out of here, Jimmy. We'll play more maybe on Monday.
This guy's terrific.
And then they bring in comics who are actually funny.
Yeah. And then they talk about Hillary Clinton's legs. Look how fat her legs are. Oh,
what? I thought you didn't know anything about the show, you liars. How do you
Jesus.
know?
He makes it sound like we have 100 jokes on Hillary's legs. We might have done a couple like you should be doing.
But if here's a little advice. If you're gonna take the tack that you don't know us, don't then recite our guests and what you assume are bits we've done, and it doesn't sound very honest.
Just two little radio frauds. By the way, if you want to talk to these guys, they're terrific. They're on in the afternoons in Cleveland, but call anytime. Don't curse on the air because that will get dumped out of and hurt their show.
No, they don't take calls because they can't take this on.
1-800-348-1007. 1-800-348-1007 or 216-578-1007. And make sure you don't use profanity or insult whoever picks.
And I want to say hi to them
not.
because I guarantee they're listening right now.
Be nice.
Guarantee it.
Say hi to them.
What? I'm an idiot. I used to be so mystified by guys that were on the radio. You know what I mean? Like, I would hear radio shows, I'd be like, wow, like, how do they do that? Until you do it, and you're like, oh. All that hard.
Oh.
Read half a newspaper, smoke a joint, and you're home for it.
This guy parties. He's a partier. Oh.
See,
that's how you do it. You change your voice. Oh.
See, I don't smoke joints, idiot.
None of us do.
I take this very seriously. That's why you'll be stuck. And not to make fun of Cleveland, what I need to explain about radio is that people want to move on to bigger and better markets. And what I mean by that, larger cities that give you the potential to talk to a lot more people. Someone like Maxwell will be stuck in a market, a smaller market like Cleveland because he just doesn't have it. I mean, make fun all you want. We're heard in 2 countries, you idiots.
You don't have
it. You know what? And I hate to say it, but we do make a lot of money. So, and I only bring that up because if we were that bad, trust me, companies would love to chop your head off and save the money.
Just try to match. Just try to match the success the show has had.
Yeah, and then
this
talk.
show,
Then
as
talk.
far not even financially, just as far as listenership goes and markets and a press, things like that. Just try to match that type of success.
Try to be syndicated to one other city. That'd be
one
a good
other
start.
city's a good start. Okay.
Anthony and I and Jimmy, we've
Maxwell.
been heard in
Shut up.
multiple cities.
Stupid.
For
fall in a puddle of AIDS.
For 8 years.
Oh.
For 8 years, we've been in multiple cities.
Yeah.
Oh. That's how, I used to be so mystified by guys on the radio.
Were you?
Yeah, of course you're not now because you're hardly on it.
Did you think it was little people in there talking? You retard. You goddamn.
Hey, Cleveland, trust me, keep listening. It's going to be very exciting in the
Listen
coming
to
months.
The Benjamin Bornstein and Fat Agreeer show.
Yeah.
Because that's what he is, and they're phonies who don't use their own voices. That's a repugnant, boring hack radio guy.
Yeah.
That's what you are, Maxwell. It's all you're ever going to be. Benny.
He knows it.
Of course he knows.
Benny.
Benny Bornstein.
Hey, Benny.
He's there's so much jealousy in those clips. So much jealousy. Well, this is Opie's stupid name.
Get it?
His name, Opie. Like I don't know, you idiot. And it was too late to change it. I wanted to change this name probably when we were in Boston over 10 years ago. At that point, we were getting recognition. It was too late. So I'm stuck with this name. Yes, I hate it.
I don't know anything about their show. Why is he called Opie? His real name is Greg. Anthony lives in Long Island. How come he always have a show? Wow, good guess. Guy's a great guesser.
He's just at random guessing things, and he's hitting them.
Come on, man, be real.
All right,
Just
Jimmy.
Be real, you lying frauds.
Jimmy's going to be at the Egg in Albany.
And I would plug Cleveland, but this unsuccessful radio show, I'm already sold out. Two advanced shows sold out.
Oh, that sucks, Jimmy.
So because nobody listens to us.
I'm sorry about that.
They're all driving in from New York.
Yeah. Also, the music's going out too. We usually go over to XM, but we're so great at this thing, we decided to take a snow day. So go after yourselves. We'll see you Monday.